President Mills, if the economy is broke, fix it. So, Dr. Bawumia, the vice president, if NDC has collapsed the economy, fix it.
You are telling Dr. Bawumia?
Yes, we are using our own words.
You should fix it.
Yes, what we said to NDC. Nabadu said it. The president now said it. If the economy is broke, fix it. Fix it. They say, yeah, always we are chewing it. Ghana for Tuaba Maya becoming himself NDC for collapse the economy. So no theories anymore. They've given you the power. We don't want to hear that.
For all the latest news, sports, politics, entertainment, health, traffic, weather, and more, listen to Unity Morning with Opo National, the only morning show you need. Now.
Wow, talk to us.
Why so but nobody say ma was so na mo fit one ma ba bet na.
Oh, talk to me. Oh, talk to me. I say ma na ba talk. So na mo dia.
Ma no. Ma dia ma.
I will be a man. Also man no bo. So ma talk. So David, and mo so you want to.
You can go.
And me go.
O push am me show.
Me go. Me show. So I will kill.
What about you dey be mo? What na tie ntia mo mo be mama.
E mo we e mo na mama. You need to be a mama. You need to be a mama. What to do?
Ma'am eba say
me ko toilet ne so bla ye toilet bia ne krom ha say ana me se me kwa toilet ne so me bia na blaze su ne ba bia me koto pa ho no so ba kan ha wone ye adan sa toilet de bia ne me ma koto so na ba ma se su ni mo toilet krom pa say krokaka kan nyina toilet ene e fan ya wo hoyi ma ne me nyina ne toilet ba ko so me koto ya na so ba koto me nchen adan nchen na ya sa e ta me ne ko sa toilet ko no
de je say me ko toilet so me so afo so de me oh eba sa me so menya dai o se me so tranche na me so mennie na me ko tonje ono nu afusi adem ma ba ton so me so menya dai me ba so to se ba ko pe mi nyina mi ni ngum ho mi ti ni ngum za o ko to so ba no esinchen so ko te se abrim tua so ani
na se eduru bebe e me ma no mo hyeda e na mo hu se ma na ekwa na mo koso bi ana
dabi ebu ha o enza to tele se to de bi a kef du bu kef na o ba ni so na to o so to te de o ti mi ni ngum ho na o se de o ko du bi
obi a toilet de wo de na wa de koso na ye se toilet ne do
toilet de me ko akọ ne ya a o ya kef toilet de ye si bi a ye bu de kef ni atare ntensi ndu bu kef na o ba ne sisi we
na se mo kre ma ne ha bo
e ma ne ha ye what is your toilet so ye ba ko pe e fa ni nkwankwa ne o ba ko no ba si so no me si so what is ndi toilet de enwum nkwa de enyina enwum nya ni abom comme nous besie abana ntima besi bia ma enum manni sa
Bravo ne kan yo se ensem Paulo mo na fra na ku upe ensem eku otwiko bata atie dia ene unua tie Unity Radio Worcester United States of America.
Look here my friend, our problem is our leaders. You remember our great grandmother? Yeah, Santwa. Did she depend on World Bank? Did she depend on Abrofo? She didn't. Right? And you change Oduman Kuma Tradion Pong, Woso, Otutu Tata, Baba Bibi Baba. You don't stand up for your rights. Democracy means if you do not criticize your condition, you understand, you're a traitor to the nation. Go see the council. Go and see the people they got there. Dr. Kwame Naminimshi, he's there. Professor Dr. Mwasam Kwana Mishai, he's there. Dr. Professor Emeritus Kitwabiana Miredi, he's there. Nana Kuntumpo the first, he's there. Evangelist, Bishop, Asorisi Kwana Miria, they are there. They don't do nothing for you. We have no water. We have no light. Look, a small road they're building, they can't do it. From Accra to Kumasi should be a 4-lane highway. And I'll build it. Because I know how to build it.
Anna da hono empanfo say enipa da sane hu donti anaboa kama di na chi kwa beso na nyansanfuo say yensem pa na apese wutie dia ene e Worcester bonte so ha onua ya sanse Unity Radio ho na nsem no hwegu.
State coffers are not spoiled for the party that wins an election, but resources for the country's social and economic development. I shall protect the public purse by insisting on value for money in all transactions. Public service is just that, service, and not an avenue for making money. Money is to be made in the private sector, not the public, and measures will be put.
Ane ye kanya yemwa se pimpim de he asetre sen mumusu da ya ehyenitirim mumutirim asem Unity Radio nkwa na enim Unity Radio ya jiba bia boso Ghana way yedin sem panam enkabomu ye enu nti ubetie Unity Radio eyen kabomu nkwa
Asam payetia obanyansa foso wo bunuye wonka na asam tema futu sam kakre wa asopeme yo kofi oman ya woman omani ya mama na enyi baby akọ wata ya wareni wonsom wanyinyi pa asade pa wo fe oye
Others couldn't do any better.
Yamwa se pimpim de he asetre sen mumusu da ya ehyenitiri mumusu asem Unity Radio
obanyansa foso wo bunuye wonka na asam
bia boso
tema futu sam kakre wa asopeme yo kofi oman ya
Others couldn't do any better.
And Unity Radio, United States of America.
Okay, another week is here with us. Thank God it's beautiful Monday morning. It's raining, but Ninano Ayunyaminsano Juma Yadia Kasia Pa and Emonia Kopo Chedian Pombasafa or no Tonso Boya or no Masnoba or Monsioto and I told Anso and Mamarium I Quaggy. I don't pensu Mamuna Chibio Mamma Quaba, I did this Onyanko Padumti Mohoya. Finally, it's here with us on Sunday. Yatron Safra Bushafolina Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mepemi Wasa Musta, Massachusetts. It's already seated. They're working encyclopedia. Midi Eddie Noah Opoku Jamfi. Me bacho so from me national na me bufu anano mi share. Ya Bruni Brayao. Ewo me papa Jima na otweda ase. Na obo Midi Noah Opoku Jamfi. Osime man is kana msi dabi. Nya no na obo aye chase kano. The obo chase can opo national. Opo national msi. Eno no obo a just me bufu answer.
And it's a long journey. It's a long journey.
So opo national. Na me bufu a I'm cheska. So me bufu ya.
And they record try. You lose everything. It's all time.
It's all it's all time.
I say Adibia makunta bi ka che me o say na akonta se kan on gini bumu e do be hye me bia 1 Ghana cedis
and only a better lifetime
say onu hu mi na obo me din a akonta metua but me boni din first year anti ana me hu na me ndoje
na say no betetel
o say me pen sadia
and me tambia na matetel studio na ma betai kwana no
no say once a
day akonta
o say worst case 1 a day until every day there be me come beti me hu kra me doje by once a day but hu me dia say ya me doje na me hu na me pa me doje no ma me hu na me decide say
that cameras
exactly me phone
bill payo cameras
me payo o see me phone bill the eneka me phone bill the eneka obi
pass me taji payo camera so pa o
me pese me je more
mo share Facebook ni be hu
me my say Ghana police ni me nim je rough won say na me je no I mean by Edanasi at least obi decide responsible of phone bill I mean it's a beautiful one to really have this one, but just like you said, this is going to be a week. You can't forget and you can't decide to forget. I mean, so we have to be at the Indian Center this Sunday 18th of July. Minim date be out 18th of July, say Sunday or Indian Center 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. Come and join us to celebrate this one. I mean, we have a new addition, or there's going to be a new addition. There is going to be COVID time, no. So you see, it's almost
seed ben also.
See, I'm so sissy. Now me kind 1 through away in 16. What is 16 times when I did away? I'm very interested because we are collaborating. I'm sure in the biography. I'm on until me started from the conception point. And come and join us this Sunday from 4 p.m. And I'm just open. I say, what do you pay us? Would be any part of us be at the Indian Center this Sunday. What they catch Shawata and Abra invitation. We did our best, but there you know radio does the magic more than sending you the formal invitation. I mean, you consider I am and do a chance to join us this Sunday from 4 p.m. A Bob 4 now. Would you want to leave your message? Say Manucho friend. Now this weekend I'll see there in a course. We are there already.
Mamia Basi 18 bed we are there already. Mamia Baya say
yes, you good weather. You should be I should take be say good weather, great weather. And you can't decide not to be there. Baby shower, baby shower, baby boy shower. Baby boy shower.
Mamia, you are short of your request.
Exactly.
You are short of your request. To be some idea. Na me person me can air. All I can say is that you are assured of your request.
I'm now dotting my eyes. I'll soon cross my teeth. Baby shower, 18th. Mamiaba, the request. Me the boomer.
Mamiaba,
I have 5 pointers. I have 5 pointers.
Mami aba bisa mi ade. And I make a chance say
I know.
I'm consider the request not granted.
The request time in be biano. Mami aba don't beside there kwa. It should be on the 18th. It should be the day and the request. I
don't know where.
I'll bring my paparazzi and my military over there. My security camera. My security will be there.
Why are you getting ahead of yourself?
My security will be there. All that I want you to know. Say Bianca here.
Yeah.
My security will be there. So your force him say you try and keke. I'm trying to your camera before.
No, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, she. Some make her here. Madam Fubi or call be age. My Bobby Dia. Yes, you yeah roll call. I mean security. Yeah, wait. They be all sign in. Yes, your body and room. Your body and room. Near body. Upon national room manicho. Or tell them sir. Your body be answering. Your body be answering. Your body be an waka. Jedu yamansa na be mo say yes sir Ghana for ni no bi atomum oni mi oye say one masa ake bi atankonya problem because edian ye bo nyina obi akọ opo national say manicho say Frank say na yamansa na be ma kentin ka no asori urade mo nti at the end of the day no me na me chaw no say
we wo Ghana
bro ekroma say asem na me ka chaw
okay
ekroma asem na me ka chaw
because yamansa say Ghana party ano de
ekroma na Ghana de sanko be bisa say na
yamansa say
na Ghana for na yamansa be na ne boys mood say no be ma kentin ka ekroma asem she
akonje mu nsem ye kan de ni mu anko bia wo say
yanko but be the ango for the name no nti say my point is that the whole moral of my story is that ye bo be the obi answer nti me say my security will be there. So also a request. I'm saying my security will be
now
there.
The request no be sign or specific towards me or see opo please I want
and I'm telling you and her that my security will be the apparatus will be there.
Manicho, what? I don't understand you.
I've given you a parable. Jesus speaks in parables. Jesus
are you Jesus?
I'm made in the image of Jesus Christ.
No, but the thing is,
you know Jesus is God and you are created in the image of God, so you are God, you are Jesus.
The thing is fine. You are in the image.
This is a question.
No.
Are you Jesus? Yes, I'm created in the image, so I'm Jesus.
Yeah, you are right on that.
Exactly.
Bibi Sao say, Mamia Babisa me ade. Omo udi wom.
The same thing Bobi adin.
I don't know cause who security no. I don't understand why you are personalizing her request for me. The request is from me.
My security detail will be there. That is all I've said. My security detail.
Anyway,
but now Medical Indian Center try me. Say we have barely less than 6 days to hit the ground running. It just join us. I mean join us at this beautiful one. Last time it should be not dating can be fee. But this time around there you can't decide to forget. It's on the 18th of July. Opo National and Mama Geese baby shower. I mean come and join us celebrate this one before end. When you start going to they say yeah money fair. Say yeah no yeah money fair. And this is how we want it to go. Until join us have a beautiful one. There will be a lot of side attractions. Makase Minikalusha, Frank Ajiman has also joined the 4. You make your day a memorable one. Minikalusha. And surface na menka be pese your formation dance be besa. But Frank ne be gine ni.
Makasa anano kan make us asem we chiro. Say you don't want to be embarrassed.
Choreography me won't say we are doing the same thing. Yeah, about 5 minutes synchronized dancing. Them for the synchronizing. Oh, I say water ballet no. Yeah, me I'm nearly giving ourselves up. I say you gine swim na yes but you be on stage and swim no. Don't say that you need to watch it. And yeah, there's a freestyle session anyway. Obi abenya 30 seconds I on one idea, but for 4 minutes 30 seconds in there is a synchronized choreographed dance. It's come and join us and it's a celebration. We are going to celebrate a life which will nearly be with us very soon. So join us celebrate this happy, gleeful, potent, strong, pleasurable, less painful, sweet, quickie one. I mean every adjective that you can have. You can think about in your head is what you are offering you over there to be scintillating, to be sizzling, to be sexy, to be sassy. It will be. I'm looking for S words.
No. Me person we.
Me trust Mami Abadi. I mean, she'll be my only. Or when it comes to some of these things, give me S. Me per word say S pe. Oh, sweet, sexy, sizzling, scintillating, sassy. I mean, all the S words that you can think about. It's what you are offering at the Indian Center on the 18th from 4 p.m. till 12 midnight. come early. Pass it through. Make me believe. I won't say there's always a make believe of me, of how Worcester feels and thinks about us. So this one is our own. If you join us, have a beautiful one. Don't decide not to be there and no me and come. Make sure you come, you sit down and let's enjoy. Come and let's have fun. Sweet fun. Manicho nina. Let's come and put it there. And I promise everyone, you have a beautiful chat. Anybody who wants to have a beautiful something I've said, something I intend saying, something I've done. I mean, worst of it, people do it for me all the time. Kofi, the man shall CPI, you know. Oh man, our friend, you know, or sending me a message. You know, you met him at
Miezan
Kofi, Munina. I mean, I'm expecting everyone. We've had beautiful chats already. I'm expecting everybody there.
Succulent, sizzling, superb.
I mean, I trust my
adjectives.
Everything for her.
Okay. Unity Radio 103.9.
I'm keeping everything for her.
Why?
I'm keeping everything in me for her. Yeah. So I'm about there.
Meaning?
Me jamming you. Although I need to use it 21 times, and for her I'm keeping them. I'm making sure that I'm tying them.
Then also you
I'm pouring it.
When you now
once my catcher said 21 times. I say me shegu baby. We are souls. We have something in us. So and then I said spirit. I said we shegu. I'll put it in her one day.
Unity Radio 103.9 Abuzaya Chamunyina Biu Mamu Akwaba, and a very rainy morning. Say we see from now we stand Potamana we see from Maybe Yana why careful. Once again, I will always recommend and encourage you to wear Ampaboy Kata on 9 Hunyina. Say we see from men share slip on ni slippers ni sandals be possibly if so you'll be out between sneakers just to be safe outside, because in Soto Abontain can be slippery sometimes. In social slipper in so comuna we have Mpabwana Kasemukro night me free and then you can slip.
Yes.
Tiano Ashe Mpabwa around your foot. Said the bear between an anti Abontain safely. Yadamunina Sibio and they July ni de toso edumienu. July 18th, just like Manucho said, is around the corner. Indian Center is the place for us all to be this coming Sunday. Nadia Tiani sir, ene enra eye dapon kese so ede ema nipa mienu a omu edaye akoma so yenu aba ye friend say eye Ohima Heti.
Yes.
Ohima Heti you say ye na wa ha is it why MP yere Ohima Heti is in Worcester right now. Yesterday happened to be her birthday. Yes. Ohima 11th July.
Okay.
Nti ene ye fa kwanya we so nia we show Ohima Heti a belated happy birthday. You deserve and of course more than that to be celebrated. Nti we celebrate you Ohima nyaminto nkwanem na ma ahoden nyansa nimde na ye oyere pa fata ukunechi na manadwempa no mfa mwa Emma Ghana etumi enkono enin. Until once again Ohima Heti and you're happy belated birthday. Yesterday was your birthday. We wish you happy belated happy birthday, and of course to you my sweet sister Monica Osei. Oh nominate Kalusha could MPC on whole last week.
Yeah.
Contemporary MPC.
I mean I'm wishing for one. Ni birthday, you know.
Yeah, Monica say
yes.
Only Ohima Heti surprisingly two beautiful sisters I have.
Close to your
birthday.
Yeah, Dabako.
I didn't even know until yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a good
birthday.
one.
Yeah, Dabako. 11th July. And he makes it simple.
Yes, for you. For me. For you. Not you. And it's a special day too. I mean, and just a happy birthday too. You know, I've had a few encounters with her. Maybe I say one of the few places you took me to.
Yeah.
When I came to Worcester, it was memorable. I remember I had a wonderful meal and session over there. And her birthday today, she's a woman with a beautiful soul and heart. I mean, Ohima Heti, on a day like this, you can only wish for more grace, more happiness, more joy. And may you live to see everything you want to see in this world, 103.9 beyond. Live to see your grandchildren's children. I mean, and fulfill all the dreams and desires that you can never wish for in this world. I mean, a very big, belated birthday to you. I mean, it's belated, but still, I believe you had a happy one when you celebrated it. So this is what we request for you. And for your sister Monica, I can't wait. She's that very woman I told you she has a beautiful soul too. I remember. They are very two nice people. I mean, last time I've also seen and encountered her too. See, you have very nice people in your life, and I wish her long life, and very expectant of all the things that she can ever pray for and wish for. On this like this, so I always say that your piano or leave it to see in the birthday. It's a year of a year added with maturity and everything. So aspire to everything I want to be, and God will also bless you and add a lot of blessings to it. So one more time, happy birthday to you, Monica Osei, my sweet sister, and of course to you, Ohima Hetty, the one and only Ohima in the whole of Massachusetts. Okay, yeah, we show quick. Now, yeah, so we have a lot on our desk this morning.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. Okay.
So that was a very beautiful wish from us to you, Ohima Hetty. One name, Monica Osei. Yeah, we show happy birthday. Minty, that is how it is. Manujo.
Yes.
Monica Simen Kancho say Brana Zubedi
Mate
Eduanena Kalusha Bedi
Mate.
But right now she's on birthday vacation.
Oh, okay.
With Makunta.
Oh, okay.
With Makunta.
Obabaka.
And she deserves more than that.
Exactly.
Into Obabaka.
Yes. She should pass everything to you.
No, but not this week. When's this week? Why busy?
Matiasi.
Oh, yeah, baby shower.
Yes.
Amanekuma.
Yes, it is a subsequent one.
It's after the baby shower.
Yes.
We will arrange.
Yes.
But oh, but so making sure say we did the because we're full of person because we diminu about doing in our fee. What does it?
And can me fedro can me kono me can kalibana
de Kalusha. Oko fedro M2 yem.
Exactly. So that I can refill it. I mean, I can't say na Kalusha the own say do I just gem no manicho you missed. It's just like missing heaven. The expectation is beyond measure. I say me call with alacrity. So I can't just wait. But for now, I'll enjoy the day and the moment and the week to the fullest. I mean, birthdays there. I mean, they are special moments.
Okay.
Special moments.
See, Monica Osei, my sweet sister. Only say me name Monica Sefi Ochilkrum.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Ada me no beko Ghana like we did in 2019.
Yes.
Me ko kwachiro ni fie.
Oh, okay. That'll be
nice. Fie.
Yes. Oh, okay. That's good.
Last week me ne Kalusha call her no. One ne ofa ba ko kra kasai.
Oh, okay.
Ti me ni Monica.
Yes, yes. It's beyond measure.
Unbreakable bond.
Yes. And she's a beauty and a nice
sweet
person. She's very sweet,
elegant,
very sweet,
matured,
yes,
kind-hearted,
yes.
Adjectives ne bi ne de him. She's pretty inside and outside.
Yes. She has a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nti Monique yeah, for Unity Radio so yeah ne tie phone nyina na ya wo show belated happy birthday. Him say you are just a year older and more wiser, more matured, and more perfect as a wife for Akonta. Yama belated happy birthday. Now everything positive. The emphasis is on positive.
Yeah.
Everything positive life has to offer. Unyame emano enye untuma udifra. Debia oma accomplish all your dreams, your visions. Live to enjoy to the fullest of all the years in Yamede Mau. Ahoden enkwa nyansa nimdie ene sika bibia na oma wasefo nyina so nore sempoano anwia na omo nore with wisdom, money and everything positive life has to offer. Nti Monica Osei, my sweet sister, we manage your friends Akufo football bo.
Yes, we know my
time na me read me guys me papa efimu o Ghana. Na ye be ye unza na satana be a sports journalist. Now every morning all the radio stations will be able starting the program na or the year. I'm very me hwana me papa nua ba kon afem say hey masa na say krom ha wo ya popular sa radio station bia obi a sponsor no kan wa you obi a sponsor no na am say na ore fi be na ese koko football bo nya wa na say onye like the oye ehwema de say
yeah they do have pan sam
do oye ehwema de ohoro ni nsa so on pan nsa so den so once unua wom ni de koko football bo
exactly
me kai say me call Ghana 2017 na me kobo bo your friend say Jinyase me ne Tina brother your friend Ojo
okay
na yakobo Sunday special Jinyase na onzo Ojo young guys no masa omo bobo nti ya omo person be pass ball na ma no why dey no asay no
exactly
nti yako kofo impossible ma me omo pass mo Ojo so me ne nyina afi and Ojo say hey masa men am dene ba me boga me nua no munya boy na mo pass ma afi nkwara ni nya ya mo ba ma se
ko football boy ya ka pa afi na ni ma yen pass
no mo from senior me say na mo mani pa ya kokora say
so there you be boa
say young guys no almost at time 17 18 20
na mo boss mo ba che
ebo be pin wa hwe ba bi omo nim say ya de boy no ma ko ya hwe obese no ba me ya pre ejave ojo ka kire mo na afi omo ma me pass me say fe na mate ase ko football bo
uni ni ma yen pass o ni musa brother to brother
yeah say
ye shen kena
we friends say shen ma
ye boman ye bone fantifo say twe ye bone twe
say manu jo bekum ni pa fantifo say can say twe ye bone twe you can't even carry it, it's too heavy. Aye full I mean what champion better no button better everything there is has been put on it, so much weight. It is I mean we love you and we wish all the best for you. And see, once again, Monica, happy birthday from the bottom of my heart, and of course from the entire family. Any Unity Radio staff, you know, any Worcester Basari for any Onamfo, you know, Worcester, you know, you are such a wonderful person and you deserve to be celebrated. Yaminton and Michon on your case here. Now, Oma live a full and a fulfilled life. I will use you, Manu Chumanti, you know.
Amen and amen.
It's quickly once again, Monica. Any ohima heti na ye na ne ho ne message djuma dia say
happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear, happy birthday to you.
Okay, one more time.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear, happy birthday to you.
Tama ya wu Yesu no omo a mu ko hwehwe na kiri kwaro no omo ya miensa nti ye kana nyansa for miensa nti for the third and the last time.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear, happy birthday to you.
Okay, so that is it. Sweet Monica and of course Ohima Heti, happy birthday to the two most important and of course beautiful sisters I have in my life. Yamishra mu nyina no ntene mu kyerɛ mo nya mo kɛse nkyɛ sɛ de mo ankasa kra na mo adwene yɛ mo sɛ mo betumi ayɛ ever in life. Nya kɛse as in mo yɛ bigger ba kɛse as in nyamishra nko a ntongum so bebre manu afi mama stay quick na afi enko 5 minutes of your steak. And I know ni hwe and the European Championship no.
The weather
European Championship no so straight.
Yeah.
Any Brazil Copa America. Who lose out Baako?
Yes.
Hey, who lose out me no?
Barely. But for the Italian one, I said it was no. Lucia, I told you Italy will win.
Oh yeah, you said Italy will win.
I always told you Italy will win. But I mean, where it got to, it can be anybody's game.
Argentina lose here.
Yeah. I had my own, but I had my own ways. But I think the competition has been reduced to something. Not to take anything away from Messi.
Masa Ube Kansa, you starting to corner no
competition.
Yabwa, nye first time I year born 4 in 6 ni. Yabwa Messi into Minjibida. Wajia fan credit mano.
I'll give him the credit.
No nje masa meme say me Messi title awaje.
I agree. I'll give him all the credit because no, but I'll still come to the point. The point is that history will only remember he lifted the trophy after 28-year wait for the country, no, from 1993. No,
yes,
Argentina has managed.
No, one and I mean, say me person obe taki Messi no pay.
I'm President Argentina. You go there, but let's start. Let me start from the start. I want to use the bottom up approach.
Yeah, we use the up bottom approach.
No, this time when you see the saying, I mean, when discussing football, you see the bottom up. But Bema, dear, if you get a woman, use the up bottom approach. Understand?
Yeah. And we'll be framing. Why not make
that's from material.
Oboyima. Yako minua Bema Nana Ochre ni minua ba free day ye Saturday. Omo ye no ifie you can have. One ye kwa ye. Ye kwa ye na ye din koma no Oboyima say Oboyi must na damfo bi ifa wa mama ni din o se otie pa na o hia no ka se manucho kra di ni pani a na o se adan o se hwe odin se hunu na no oni opo ya no mu get into politics na yes ye ni abiri na ye tie discussions no asa kofa o ya analysis bia na bibi kakra bi befra no asa kofa masem na ba ha o no mi fira na be ma de na go say say me call from so to form some go say
said nobody may saw the back of him.
Was here, Manujo.
When we yet to cry said the back of him, a man why embassy back on how she will react. Normal life should not be too boring. Nipa the be saw the back of him for back of pet. Oh, they be yet at them on the when we yet to one man. Oh, man, no, why am I saying back?
Yeah, Ada Messi Ghana, me say. We want to make first. Ada Messi Ghana.
Exactly.
Possibly December now next year.
Remember na airport
kra. Oh no na ba from airport.
Exactly. Airport.
Me hu ni amenya.
For straight to Pantan. You answer ye ja no akwa.
O say exactly.
Yeah.
Opo give Messi his credit.
No, but that's why I was starting.
To give it. Nya venana 4 years in 6 na man.
No, but that's the truth. That's the truth. We are playing the fourth. We are playing the fourth corpus in the last 6 years.
You can play 10 and still not win.
No, but that is serious. No, we play bonus. A Cup of Nations, African Cup of Nations. We bonus.
You can play 6 and still not win.
But absence creates importance. Adia we every 4 years. Why do you think people admire the
Why adia?
Oh, no, me can't say you.
I'm coming. The men come back. Let me tournament in there. Bond the.
No, mommy analyze.
Let them impress or beg
no,
credit. No,
but it's done well.
Person money debt.
No, the credit is Angel Di Maria. I mean, but Messi deserves all the plaudits. He won everything at this tournament. I mean, assist, goals, player of the tournament. It was, you see, it was crafted for him. Yeah, Niamano. No,
England, yeah, knew a bima. And you know to do
because they are England. But you see, Angel Di Maria, you know, the second game of the whole tournament. So they became the World Cup 2014. If he had been there, it would have done a lot of difference for them. And he promotion to go now. On the Messi, Messi. Nobody will talk about that.
Also had a sitter.
No, but the point is that he go on. No, but me analysis. Maybe I not share. Why you so much?
The end they say.
No, but you see, the point is when he's or saying the end, I'm saying Guana like he's remembered, but we share the overhead ball.
Then they had already scored though.
Yes, Angel Di Maria had done the magic. On the crowd, I can say.
Name also says same sitter.
No, but they couldn't have done it because they don't have an Angel Di Maria. The Brazil did not have, but they disappointed anyway. But for
Ken Fredericks, yeah, Chao Germany.
For Messi, he's tasted. I mean, defeat. I mean, he's sometimes at a point in time, 3 times in a row. 2014, 2015, 2014, Omulusi World Cup final. 2014, 15, Omulusi Copa American final. 2016, they lost another final. So for him, he's really been there and seen the down, the crest falling. So this time around, I mean, kudos to the Argentina national team. They deserve it this time around. They had a complete team. Lesoso, the Angel Di Maria, complete, and they played well too. For everything, getting to this final, they played
finally
well.
Finally, and surprisingly, 2 major tournaments, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
Host countries.
Yes, losing out.
Host
painfully.
Countries.
Yeah, losing out.
Losing.
Yeah, losing out narrowly, especially the
Italy and Germany are rivals.
Yeah.
And Brazil, Argentina,
Italy, England.
Sorry,
yes.
Your rivals.
Yes.
And
Brazil, eternal foes enemies. I'm from eternal enemies. I mean, as far as football is concerned.
So Messi has done it at the home of the
yes, Maracana. I mean, this are iconic.
When's the last time now only Kalusha analysis? Moka say Hona, Omulusu final to Germany. Na mekachira mu say this will be. I know we can fast. A SWOT analysis.
Exactly.
You bet 10 years fierce no. You're fierce no.
Face saving act. Now, that tournament is just a little above African Cup of Nations. Well, that tournament we know. The most important but it's a little above.
Me see me banya say na me catch you.
Never say maka. So
we me catch you so best at here.
Na we mpono sisi Cup of Nations for stroke crack no. I mean 4 times in 6 years.
It doesn't matter.
No, it matters.
It doesn't matter. 4 times in 6 years. No Messi aje.
Yeah, man.
But at
oh, but some guys why I did. History will forget what I'm saying. So let me say it to be added to history that it's a tournament. You said you're losing the credibility.
Did you not say that Friday when you were doing your analysis? You did.
I still said the competition has lost its credibility, but I didn't take it away from you.
Losing credibility.
And losing importance.
Losing importance.
Losing everything important. Every year. Everyone else one next year.
Because we playing it for the countries, for the fans, for the good of the game.
And the World Cup you're born every year.
Once the World Cup, there are so many competitions. There are leagues, there are continental tournament, club.
Why do you think we respect the World Cup?
Morning, you know. Respective
Champions League, no World Cup. And
a Champions League born every year.
Yeah, that's why it's lower than the World Cup in terms of competition. In terms of competition, Champions League for me is bigger than the World Cup.
In America. Panasem waja waje.
Open Panasem. It's a fine dude. It's a fine gentleman.
4 in 6 na now the analysis na cast still I won't mention.
No, I added my emotions to it, but the run up to this competition there, he's done well. I mean, Osha go be a share against Ecuador today. I think he did everything he had to do at this tournament. But maybe the say, I mean, nothing to take away from him. I mean, congrats to him. He's added his name to his history. I mean,
the goat is gone.
There's a hoodoo.
It's a goat to Nuko.
How? I mean, there's still a lot to win. I mean, there's still a lot to prove. There's still a lot to prove. But this time
around, to Nuko, Maza.
Why? You said go to where? I mean, I don't really. It's just a pat in the back. I'll pat him in the back for really getting this one, running this one under his sleeve, because there's always that belief that Argentina cannot win the competition. There was that belief that after Maradona, but for this time around, I think every Argentine will be happy that after 28 years, Messi has to still be around and left this one really for them. Kudos to him, and for Brazil, better luck next time. I mean, it's a bit. The best years are yet to come. The best years are yet to come. I think for the match proper there, it was played in the spirit and the letter. It was intense. There was everything. But that's one brilliant moment about Angel Di Maria. That's one brilliant moment. He really proved himself. And I'm coaching Scaloni. I think for everything, he had his name today. Greatest coaches. I mean, to make this magic happen for Argentina. We are hoping that they can transfer this form into the World Cup proper in Qatar. I think it's still within reach. Which team on my build here, because this Brazilian team did not look overawed, and Europe crowd doesn't look too extraordinary. See, for me, kudos to Argentina. I mean, snatching it from the jaws of this Brazilian team, who is also in tip-top form. On my idea, that voodoo has been exercised, and I think it's just for me, it will leapfrog them into the World Cup. Expectations should be high. That now that they are walking in as champions of Copa America there, 2022 is just around the corner. If the World Cup gets to be played eventually, I'm thinking that Messi can add that one. I mean, for me personally, if he's able to go to the World Cup and do this magic, then that Tiger has been the greatest ever player. I think it will now be up for discussion if he's able to get it, because was the greatest ever player to grace this planet.
Was he if he
goes to the World Cup and replicates this form and Argentina gets to win it eventually, then that debate will be revisited, and I think it will be
revisited.
Oh,
so
yes.
The debate is even not up.
He's one of the greatest players, but being the greatest player ever to play football.
The greatest player in your opinion?
Oh, me, it's Maradona. Maradona made football tick. He did magic. He did where it matters most. People can have their own that they feel Messi.
Maradona or the Champions League.
Was there
no, maybe so Maradona the Champions League. He didn't win Champions League.
Yeah,
Messi had the Champions League 4.
Good. What
are you talking about?
It makes for you the greatest. It will win Champions League. It makes him the greatest ever player.
Now, the greatest player to have played the greatest club honor.
Only 5 and so. No, only 5 and so. So being winning 4, not the greatest. And only 5
if you bring Ronaldo into the equation, I agree with you.
So he's the greatest because he's won 5.
No, Osei Messi. Also, the worst man can say.
Yeah.
Say Messi to me can replicate it. Then we will revisit
him being the greatest ever player.
These were your words. And Kauka say Bikra Okoji World Cup there, Obaba be greatest player in your opinion. But also we will revisit the debate. So now he's not even close to being greatest player.
No, if Messi wins the World Cup and replicates, we revisit who is the greatest ever player in this world, and he will be highly mentioned. And I might force to agree that he's the great.
We will revisit the debate.
That's of the greatest ever player in this world.
They say the debate. They are two
like you
won't revisit who is your greatest player now.
Exactly, but
Maradona.
Exactly, say
the best program.
You will.
Nakalusha, okay there.
I think he's a bit tired. He needs to slow down. No, he's a bit tired. Oh yes, I mean, and now it had to be our 3 brothers. They've been seriously racially abused. But yes. So now make I say it will that win Beba up, because even till now, with or without it, there's still a school of thought who believe that he deserves that accolade of being the greatest ever footballer too. And I think I make us so then it will not be up for discussion again. I believe it will never be up for discussion, because for club football now I don't think
so. You still think winning the Copa America is not enough? He has to win the World Cup, in your opinion?
Winning the Copa America puts a very good mark
But
on
he
his
has to
CV.
do more at the World
On
Cup.
his CV, because for all the things he's done for Barcelona, he had not been able to replicate it for his national team, and I think he accepts that one. There was a time he said that he would trade all the Champions League trophies, even for one World Cup win for Argentina.
Yeah, because now if you say why so much for Barcelona, but
yes. That's why we the Argentines we are not happy with him. But he put in almost initially now convergence on Miano for Bedu baby, no, he became even more prevalent on himself as an individual award, even more than even Argentines, because first he's an Argentine, two he holds the sword for them, so he needed to kill the bigger meat for them to chew. I think doing that one will add his name to history.
There's been some interesting debate going on Facebook. Mamia Bane, a couple of people fighting between Ronaldo and then Messi. That's an interesting debate to begin with. Lawson Jr. feels Ronaldo da Lima it's the greatest player, and Mamiaba seems not to. Mamiaba says Oppo is Messi greater than Ronaldo da Lima, and then Lawson Jr. says yes, in his estimation he thinks so. Oppo, as you said, my darling club Accra Heart of Folk are league champions. The Phobia flag is flying high. Yeah, they won, right?
Yes.
They won the league. Yeah,
they are now
Phobia
league champions.
Finally,
well, Ronaldo, I wouldn't put Ronaldo ahead of Messi. You see, because he's a great player, one of the most prolific strikers I've ever seen. When this is a YouTube on him, go with Mireku show Ronaldo da Lima goals. He was too intelligent. On the outside, Basabaso, and I'm rating him. He doesn't, because he knows where to stand and where to take off, where to come in, where to dash, how to play a shot, he's a complete striker. Oshana, you might not have followed him, but at the age of 17, he stayed top form, but he never won the Champions League. It's interesting.
Yeah,
he left Real Madrid or went to Argentina. That's one of major battles. Mr. World Cup, at the World Cup, he at least.
But you World Cup twice, right?
Yeah, twice. One as a teenager and one as a full-blown player in 2002. In about 94, he was looking around. Even 98 in Po, he was still a great player. 94, he went there as a youngster. 98, so that final no pride. Then he finally did it in 2002 as being one of the greatest. So for me, that's one will be, but not to take anything away from Messi. I mean, whichever way, you see, a bonus thrice a day, Puna it was still competitive and he still had to prove himself. See, and I went to Mianje. Kudos to him, and he World Cup. I'm expecting more from him. I mean, it will be more interesting.
Kalusha, so he take on the Copa America. Tanzania, England versus Italy. Kalusha Kwaba, yeah. You tipped the Italians to win.
Yes.
And they did.
Yes.
Me for so now person be can. Prediction also. Manucho candidate straight. And now we go
see. Gasa get here obo wing back.
Yeah.
But just say
na say the cast some boss am be with the ball. England fans can be very, very angry with you.
Penalties there.
Because one of Southgate ball. No. I mean, the debate in England, they say, "Sa wing back now, Koboy no as we saw." Yeah. Me shake game now. As soon as almost 30 Steve McManaman.
Yeah, McManaman. Yeah,
yes. Almost 30 your whole lineup now. No, see, no. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
He hopes he wins. This is exactly what he did. I hope he wins.
But a mistake, or a fundamental mistake.
Your back four has been working fantastic for you.
Yeah.
Why would you want to play back five?
The first game, no, but the same system. The first, first game, no. I'm sure more.
And they throw on board, more back four throughout.
But I was an Italian midfielder, great. The only way I'll bet me they are contain Italian on
so yeah, but this
final point I wanted to throw in. I mean, Argentina for 20 games, Scaloni were away from it. 20 games they've not lost. Yeah, Brazil so have not lost a competitive game since they lost to Germany to Belgium 2018. So the game set up beautifully. It was a tough game. Yeah, very tough game. But I think the Argentines, they are riding on, and I'm hoping they will continue till the World Cup. I mean, they've set a pace, very very good tone to get that one done.
Most the following, I'm saying. Now Argentine just need somebody to compliment
Messi's
effort. And then this time around, on one can say Angel Di Maria or say this quality player no more Bobo no. Each and every one
Martinez
want to give the poor crowd now your commanding mode for I mean it's not when you're bad crowd. I mean sure that the impact but I mean they will see string passes until this guys was a J cap no crowd They were collected for, but they all went to.
They were Grabo Messi. Yeah.
They played for him.
They played for him this particular. And he also did everything. Or sweepy BBR.
But say chances no.
But
Messi were the spotlight for the game yesterday, and they both couldn't take their chances.
Yeah.
Messi nyasita when Timi share, Neymar nyasita when Timi share. So many chances.
I credit my defender or to me
Ablakwa Neymar and
Messi they also cheeky but we also kwako banana.
No, Messi should have scored. I think he took it easy. No, himself, yeah.
Come on.
But that doesn't matter now. The most important thing is Messi has now won a trophy with Argentina.
And also that Messi for the Argentina to win this, another one player as almost one about Martinez from Arsenal to Aston Villa. Also make it from stage beer.
Obeyama master team in common. Yeah, they trust him.
I
team now near this wadina. Who the player Papa Crackle or Ban was out on for now we work keep now when
Lukaku. Lukaku.
Yeah.
When Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, okay.
Minimum
there's this other one. Yeah, Kakota.
By a Champions League menu.
Oh, no, but so you don't have
foresight.
Place. Yes.
What are you guys talking about? They say the Mayan Famo, Eric Way, and I'm analysis.
Because you won, so we can't talk about
time Lukaku Chelsea turn Lukaku. Tell me the type of player Anna Lukaku year one. Tell me
Mo Salah.
I know Mo Salah. Salah back Chelsea no. Tell me say why not own to no.
Mama come on.
So your players are greater than Mo Salah. Players are more passing through Chelsea. More greater than Mo Salah.
Give me lineup of Mo Salah time or why not go to no.
Mo Salah, one of the greatest strikers to play the EPL. Even today, to tell you players in Duno, Mama, just have this debate. Say players over 2 months. One man who share. Mo Salah and Mo share.
When
are you greater than him?
Time Chelsea. I Akoto Mo Salah.
Not yet.
Now Mo Salah met you Chelsea. What are you talking about?
He had redemption. He could have the sport.
Met Frank Lampard and also met Balak and also met
So what's your point?
So
what's your point? Player to me to be a player. Into my sign, we're not signing player.
What's your point? We decided to sell the player to go and develop.
So what's your point?
Jadon Sancho. And no more analysis. Ube blame Pep Guardiola for selling Jadon Sancho. Ube blame Pep Guardiola.
Why would you blame you?
Jadon Sancho was Manchester City. But this time, can the grow behind him? Jadon Sancho be too high.
I don't understand
that. Your analysis, I'm
not too high. Fodan or about if Fodan by not with me so be too big. Hey, hard work.
Player, no. We are making a big mistake.
But what's your point?
Nabri, Gnabry.
Let me understand Emiliano bit.
Nabri at Arsenal. Gnabry at Bayern Munich.
What's your point? What's your point? I don't even understand.
No, you see, mu use the word say no loosely.
Loosely say.
Because
Emiliano Diano. No, you are talking about Emiliano.
My name is a question. Has Lukaku become a better player than when he was at Chelsea or not?
Yes.
He has grown to become a better player. Has Kevin De Bruyne become a better player or not?
Yes.
Nti saying any day.
Emiliano Diano can say again.
Saying any day.
Emiliano Diano say again. Emiliano has grown to be a better keeper.
Emiliano left at the time he was at his peak. That is my point.
Peak at where? Peak at Arsenal.
He was at his peak. They say Manchester United. Eddie Jordan, Gene Henderson called loan. He became better. Oba and Oma for money. The player called loan. No, quite better. Oba no forward here. You see, Lukaku the point is West Brom. Intina make a
choice. Without no vision, you let the players go. They become greater players.
Lukaku Kolo or West Brom. No. Analysis. Who show the environment by them. Ask me what to papa. Say yes, Lehman. That's what that's na pom. Yes, Lehman. That's what that's na pom. Say Marco coming. Yes, Lehman. That's what Arsenal pom and we buy Martinez buy na Arsenal for one sunkum de ankameti ase Kametiase learn no way now share Martinez exploiter. Why will such a team even kick him up? Because we have 2 good goalkeepers at every given time. And time no Lukaku. Get Nicolo West Brom. One team Okoya there. Oba man chance one team more. Osako Everton. Okoshe or Everton. Until we realize that the pressure at Chelsea, the players we have Didier Drobes and Co.
You had no vision. You had no
so
vision.
The betting is we
were
sold
visionless.
him.
You were visionless.
We went and he's become better. And it's good for the player too. Say yes, you are saying
it's good for Emiliano.
Saying the talent there.
It's good for Emiliano. Emiliano
was at his.
It's good for him.
To say the goalkeeper Kontua Kolo. Kontua Kolo no be better.
Romeo Okoye Saramti. My name Kofano. Romeo Romeo. Saramti. You know what I'm player cry. Say we must say no course Saramti Okoye. Player Mokotora must say the player
Moka say anything. Must say anything. Player no developer from Chelsea and develop. Say Akoto na bet na ho. And I ntumi Yamana say that is fine. But you feel say team you keep us here.
Belgium international boy oni mbo say Mokoto na mo dey call me say bunch of
Osu ye cast man. And now one we Eric Asma ka tell Manucho. Aubameyang Dortmund. Aubameyang every Dortmund, the whole world team papa biano open. The whole world including Real Madrid. Obas Obas
the goal scoring.
They say omo person mo dey check Obi Ampe.
That's it.
Oubameyang. Obi Ampe.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not true.
They want to win
every season. Be 18 goals.
I don't even get it.
She Aubameyang at Dortmund.
No. But
player will be saying that. Player will be saying. Player will be saying any player. Player will be saying.
I even wonder. I mean, when the personal accolades are there for him, so I say.
Aubameyang say, "I am mobile."
Some players go and they flop it.
They want to even move him more.
Let's look at team of flop it, but be a achieve.
What achieve then?
Personal accolades are there. Football is about what?
Look at Aubameyang.
Last season, last
season,
what is your point?
Last season,
it's a players because
started this season ended.
It's a player
season ends.
So what's your point? Player because team flop it. You play because personally watch me achieve. I'm most saying what's the latter? Into Oba
now there be a crownka.
The players go move to a team and really go
someone I'm going
to join the team and go in the league. What's nobody wants to answer
Aubameyang
what are you talking about?
Aubameyang everybody Obi and him say Aubameyang
we great players.
What do you mean?
Play ball high prospects. Wako team when you perform when you share goals. Play ball high prospects. Wako team Wako achieve them. What has Aubameyang? He's one goal king in the league in the EPL.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Point. If you feel a player who is go
Aubameyang last year they said this is a
if you not rate a player who has moved on to win the ball king in the league. It's your way.
Ono ne kasa mo ase no.
What's the man okay?
Ono ne kasa mo ase no.
No player.
Wetin am boss we akoto ni sika kasa. Hwe mu ko fa pepe.
So ba wetin am boss we kasa ase no.
Yeah, Chelsea player be kasa bi e koto na. Yentimi anyi so no.
I don't get it.
Eno kra no.
I'm lost.
Champions League.
I'm lost in this. Player na ba wetin am ba achieve wetin ase no. Wetin am boss we.
What has he achieved?
No, over the wetin ase go so. Wetin ase no.
Mukoto Aubameyang so me den.
So are there two sides of the coin. Player ba wetin am ba.
Mukoto as
ambitious goals. No, actually as a player.
Oh, no, not as a club.
Team.
So don't sit on this network and say, player BJ Kappa. Why
don't get you that? Assuming he didn't, we was not to score
Messi of all people.
Messi.
Aubameyang a player.
So assuming he could not score at Arsenal.
Who they were coach out there? They know I aggressive. Who can Messi that Messi of all people? How many players have Messi
personal? What's it? Personal. No, but which man should go to someone? So I go back and say, give me a word to describe that.
Do you buy a player to come and achieve personal laurels? Is that what the team buys a player for? You sports pundit sitting here and telling me say players so much personal laurels. Aubameyang last season a player.
Wabana waba achieve as a player. Yaseno.
Who inside here and there? If you na comment say Messi.
No. Onye here last year.
It is one shot.
Mo striker. striker no also chepa mu
yes striker be
na striker
yeah the Champions League the Champions League the aim is to win the Champions League. What are you talking about?
Timevano Jeru mo 5 goals no Arsenal option more than 10 goals. What are you talking about? Striker.
No, it's the debate that we striker no one shall go
World Cup. So you don't bring him into the debate of greatest players.
Of course, because
on World Cup, you are talking of trophies, right? Say do would you say any personal achievement? Player Ben or personal achievement on this planet.
Every debate should have its own merit. Every debate should have its own merit. I say man, okay, how can be a great player without winning laurels?
Would you say the who measure players say what you go king? What are you talking about?
The player you go king and so on.
Master players.
You are telling me say a striker will show go name
trophies.
Oh, trophies way.
Timo Werner.
You choose your way to make it the top striker no one shall go crown G League or that's your point. Yeah, your top striker no one shall go.
The sense of Aubameyang at Arsenal. Tell me.
Akoto striker 10 million. I did one say one goal. Why G League into Ayade? Who says that? That's what you're telling me.
Listen.
A trophy measures a player.
See, you are missing at the point.
A trophy measures a striker. Striker say
yeah argument or yeah come be a favor. And the program is being recorded. You say this
greatest ever player should win trophies.
You just said Messi.
Yes, because greatest ever player should be trophies. The greatest ever footballer. No, because you are missing the debate. The greatest ever player play football should win trophies. Greatest ever striker should score a lot of goals.
How can you even compare? Say, who see Obinje Champions League, Europa League crown ungredi?
It's a striker. He wins goals.
No, mami, what can say? Who see Obinje trophy? Oh, respect no. What now can you see Europa League crowd? You won't find here. How can you tell me said Diego Maradona is the greatest player? Abra Champions League crowd Jibida.
Let me explain to you.
Then I was
your team.
That's a yen to us.
No, sometimes you don't even
yen to us.
Unity Radio, doing what others couldn't do any better. Unity Radio, doing what others couldn't do any better. Unity Radio, doing what others couldn't do any better.
Ane ye kanya yemwa se pimpim de he asetre sen mumusu da ya ehye tirim mumu tirim asem Unity Radio nkoa na enim
Unity Radio, doing what others couldn't do any better.
Ane ye kanya yemwa se pimpim de he asetre sen mumusu da ya ehye tirim mumu tirim asem Unity Radio nkoa na enim Unity Radio ya jiba bia boso.
Unity Radio, doing what others couldn't do any better.
Ane ye kanya yemwa se pimpim de he asetre sen mumusu da ya ehye tirim mumu tirim asem Unity Radio nkoa na enim Unity Radio ya jiba bia boso.
Unity Radio, doing what others couldn't do any better.
Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo. It's getting hotter and hotter every day because in so to our home. I see a high sheshe. Kaluja, una kofa santo ko ina ba. Una kofa
ba. Chelsea, I know you get there, so you have to get there to face it. Chelsea, you've told us that you get up and Chelsea,
time Chelsea koto.
You set your caveat that about Chelsea, yeah, your emotions get worked out.
Move from players too much. Player crowd because I'm
trophies. The most successful club over the last 15 years. The most successful club in England over the last 15 years. Yeah, twa musi yesaya yeah the Jikruwa. And that gives me pride to brag over Arsenal. Onji Champions League da. Onji Europa League da.
Adeba kuso masa observe this Copa America they say. Also then times no money defensive setup. One defense in there by say with a man didn't visit was born home wadi kakra na goalkeeper Martinez and so we share Brazil for so more two solid goalkeepers are. Anderson Emma Alisson Baker or benching there not to say South America first name say for a line players no me but we call almost in defense setup. The likes Brazil, Thiago Silva, almost a bobo normal. That's my so OAG. Makinos, the MC Babaka, Meboa. And see, South America for next World Cup, their team to watch. From this time around 2022 they say I can't crave and so Bauzuti they sell up on my tradition now po game no South America for a Copa America no yana buga musa hey fanas no abacha I want for the trade I say the from because more players no flare no say more defenders no midfielders no ambo buga ni bia no man koyi there's just sell out a beautiful game for yesterday, but just Messi say am debate ni be yakọ down say
Mami aba na some better idea
at least
what tackle manu chama me Mami aba mdase pa
then Mami explaining
why explaining Mami aba will every minute Mami aba say what is Manucho talking about? He was the same person in the studio telling us that he doesn't even rate other caps, but he said Aubameyang winning personal target is more important than the team winning. Thank you, Mami Aba. Kaluja to aso. Mami Aba na esi otome po aweti mi nka. Bi mo musle. Kaluja me kan message. Kasa. Kaluja. Obe kasa na on kasa. You are not here to defend what. We are not here to defend what. Mami Aba o tie bi bia. Una o kasa.
So the mic mano.
Una o kasa.
O bully sa me bai. O bully sa.
What bully yase?
Bully.
Who can say man now say one no enu e bully. Who can say asem okay. Mami Aba say mo bai.
Etika mo bai. Asem aba ka bi o ma ne kan wie.
What
ba be sim.
Asem
bulero.
Mami Aba say ma okay no. Me makasa. Mami Aba na say Manu Chokro ya na say.
So no teach
some caps.
Okay, 1 minute explain.
No, black and white. One can you can't justify every point you make here. One can. Maza, Manu.
It will be more interesting when we put somebody behind the console and the two of us sit here and make
Manu. Yeah, we are now. What we mean to us now? Young England this one. Kalusa where we are now? Jana who are there? Manu Chuenya kwai caption. Where we? Okay, Kasa. Okay. Me no argue. Obi na di me Obi o share na di message aba. I read the message. We don't have to. We don't. Hey, now you have a control.
That's all make here. Obi say the Kasa come. So
I don't know where you are uncontrollable sir. Obia mic go off. Okay, yeah to answer. Mami Aba message or the Aba. And I make and I turn into Tokoyo. Mami Aba say, see, what is Manucho talking about? He was the same person. Until be the message by Mami Kai. Says, no, if that is the new rule, now me message a bet me na mankind. Don't Eric attack me and I read. Eric says he disagrees with me and all the time. Because you can't defend everything. That's the whole point. Say Obia the message banner. Okay, this is how she understood it. This is how she understood it. The whole thing you said the thing. The whole kind and he said the rate. Who see what Europa League cry and your cap amount. That is how far you went, and now you are talking about personal colleague. I don't know,
apples and oranges. Team effort. You got team as na the team winner.
Oh look. Yeah. They see moment to us. Me as a Chelsea fan, all I want is my bragging right. My bragging right as supporter. And yeah, and yes, and personal co-leader and Hurricane wouldn't have even think of leaving Tottenham. Uti an interview no. Was I'm sick and tired. I didn't come to play for personal colleagues. At the end of the day, you are not judged by personal colleagues, but the trophies you won as a player. Until you got team 150 million, 90 million koto players personal colleagues.
Message by Mr. Mama minute.
I don't want the FA Cup. Mama minute
we didn't explain but you are emphasizing the point
you got the microphone because why expose at FA Cup Europa League gain so.
Message by me say my 1 minute to explain myself.
Don't look at Manucho. No, FA Cup. Any Europa League.
No, you see, message by me say my 1 minute to explain myself. Say me penny. But you have the right to ascertain.
Frances Punamani says, "Welcome, my lovely family. Opo, all of you are doing great. Hope all of you are doing great. Yeah, we are doing great. Opo, you had a lovely weekend. Yeah, I did. I had a lovely weekend. Good morning, Anopa Bosuo Dreadlocks crew. Manucho, you be sending message now in favor. No, I animated. When you with 1 minute, Mammy about until the beer. Mammy about listens to the argument you make every day. No problem, listen.
My problem is because you control them, so you don't give me chance. You are bullying me. That's my problem. That's the problem. Because okay, my career,
Manucho, yeah, in this person, no, you're in this person. Yeah, in this person. I don't know why do you get animated when somebody doesn't agree with you. We all know why you're simple. Now move on. People disagree with me 1,000 times. There are so many times I may know a sports arguments here. Lawson Jr., even Mamiaba. And you probably Eric Kwacho, and I read their messages. That is their opinion. You can't always let people think the way you think and agree with you.
Is that what I'm saying?
The explanation, some of you can one can't say now. I feel the Obe we say no. I feel the Obe we say personal. No. Listen. Yeah, 1 minute SM. And you feel Obe say personal achievement, any team achievement. How say even if you are doing one argument,
so you have the chance to talk about the issue.
How can you say Messi doesn't even come into the conversation?
So why did you give me the 1 minute? Why did you give me the 1 minute?
Why Naji work best at more Messi? It is so on the time because argument. Oh yeah. So come here, no move on. But so okay, so be defend. The more you explain, the more you bring up issues. Because okay, them say now Aubameyang is successful with Arsenal because Wajigo came back home. Now okay, them say Messi doesn't come into the question of what greatest players because he hasn't won the World Cup unless he wins it.
You see where the problem is. The problem is that she gives a message. Give me 1 minute so here because you control the console. You are still talking about the issue.
You
are still talking, but you are still talking about the issue. You don't even move on. That Look at what you've been saying. Either say okay, Manucho, you topic in Yanko card way, and now to say okay, Mama 1 minute in talk. But you because you control, you are still talking about the message.
Because about the message, don't we have to get our viewers?
That's why do you say no chance? My won't about you can talk about.
Now some will come in your mic.
I mean,
Mike also won't come. Yes, I can. I've made
the point.
I mean, how are you going to even explain this? Because
I can't explain.
I
can't explain.
The only reason. Okay, no, I never made that point. That can move on.
Yeah, so you have what you want to say.
But you said it.
No, but you don't even let me explain. But I don't want to be a crybaby.
My argument, I'm a man for disagree with me every day.
No, but says I disagree with her. I don't disagree with her. That's not tears man to work at them. Oh, Sana worker. Okay, Sana tears here. Mamma 1 minute. I mean, tears here. No, but you kept talking. You kept blabbing. That's what my man can't. Now, so blabbing.
You got animated because Mammy about disagreed with you.
No.
Because me, I'll get me say a personal achievement. That is what you said. Any team achievement. And now let's move forward. The personal any team achievement in Badia, then don't even talk about Messi not being among the greatest. You have the control. We argument. And yet, can you move on? People cannot agree with you. And that's how
you know I love her because she has an open thought. I said, give me a minute to talk. What's the meaning? No, you are blabbing and blabbing. So at the end of the day, because you control the mic.
Oh, don't stop saying that. Okay, sir. I don't know. Person defending every message. That thing means me people disagree with me all the time, and that is their opinion, and that is how they see. And when so kind, and then the say what can say. After that, now we can say. Into way explanation, baby. You just have to agree, and we move on. Good morning, Anopa Bosuo Dreadlocks crew. 18. Okay, I'm there, Mr. Makai. And I mean, cut down. Lotson Jr. I say, Ken Fredericks, Germany. Say, long time, guys. Was exactly. Opo give Messi his credit. Lotson Jr. Opo for a competition that is played every 2 years. It's been long overdue. Congrats to him. That's from Amiaba. Opo, can someone supporting breast team? At least one must pass inside. Ken Fredericks the audio is and then I say Southgate the Wasapa. Opo, do you think Southgate did a good job? Lost in Junior and Ebisa. I personally think yesterday I didn't like his changes in particular. And Osei go anywhere no. Ne defense no or defended he sat back and soaked the pressure. I think that necessary changes. And Mason Mount was totally out of the game. I don't know why Mason Mount had to even be on the field till extra time. And Zanu Yinefrim. I think Declan Rice substitution was a bad one because another Declan Rice was better to me, far better than Kevin Phillips. So I feel say Senko Phillips no Eddie Jordan Henderson but once Henderson you be a utumi crab board they run it. But Declan Rice does that. But no I have to say you are playing more or less because Jordan Henderson is better longing the balls. More long passes near day. So I think yesterday Southgate are impressing me that much. So if you ask me, that is my humble opinion. Frances Punamani says, Abindada, Southgate had all the Arsenals at his disposal, but still managed to bottle it. Only in disguise. Wasapa. Mamia Banadibai. Lawson Jr. says, I'm sure if Messi didn't win like he wouldn't sign his contract, but now I think he will sign. Oh, you are referring to Messi and Shabi and Con signing my Barcelona. Lawson says for sure Messi is winning Ballon d'Or. Yeah, I think so too. Maniaba says, Opo, as you said, my darling club, okay, Phobia, Yamamu, congratulations. Has my idea, champion club, Mwaji League, you know. Opo, please, is Messi greater than Ronaldo Dalima? I think I already read that. And the debate is on. That was Mamiaba asking. Ronaldo Dalima won 2 World Cups for his country. Yep. Okay. I know your time and now Manu Choka say Messi World Cup into Messi enye ina no obisa say weji World Cup into na say oye. He was the highest scorer of 2 World Cup 2018. Closer overtook him. Laturo, Paquita and Lo Celso did everything for their team. Lo Celso no good
player,
Tottenham for player, fantastic. There be a Mekana Morino who know you good player.
No, Eric Lamela, almost style of play.
Yeah, the crow. Yeah. I just message you and I'm Kokana Manucho Nemekono, but Makamin can be. Second one, advice Manucho just accept that all clubs have a tendency to spoil a player depending on the formation he wants to play. Arsenal is making Uber flop. I wouldn't even add him to my fantasy team. Lawson Jr. I know Mamia Baned by Lawson Jr. says Oppo, but Uber won FA Cup with Arsenal. He should have brought Sancho, not Saka. Yeah, I totally agree. Sir, Jadon Sancho should have come on yesterday instead of Bukayo Saka. And I only believe Mason Mount should have been taken out long time. Now called the Jack Grealish. But because you realized later on, no, for England for no, Omunyo be to me Ejina Boso, no answer born by an Italian for Nasaje. And the Italian team were very tactical and only good with the ball. You don't easily see Italy team of generations. And right now they were doing the analysis and saying, Roberto Mancini, I put in a stamp, a rubber stamp on this team. Like he's made them a team that can possess and score. Usually, we can say Italy for long passes near day, but this time
compact midfield, strong defenders, good goalkeeper, one striker, no about a counter attack.
Yeah, but this time as almost is why and Rana make a minimum game as well because why Pep Guardiola like
a high pressing, high pressing with a good the midfielders. And I say I'm not making holding midfield no. More than you, horizontal holding midfield. I said vertical. The players in our rotate. It when the young born we never aba. And Omunya also bar with the likes of Chelsea on the right and then Izania on the left. You know, Omoba almost very intelligent. Also, almost change. And they are testing more in Banana.
Was it?
Testing more.
Yes, Argentina. It's a Messi Beji Ballon d'Or.
The Ballon d'Or said they almost see any idea.
Because the European Championship, no player be maybe Jorginho na man for never question him, but I don't think Jorginho can.
Jorginho Bobo this year, but no, more team no that I'm but this say you don't know. and Oyin Hupa.
Yeah, he's been fantastic.
Yeah, he's been
no,
fantastic.
even Chelsea Champions League no Bobo pa.
What's it? But I'm more sure on the ball. Off the ball. Off the ball. Now he was doing good job for Munkwana or cover base for the defenders in power.
Yeah.
But they say coach in my man Kakai. One man on board that rigid wing fencing defensive midfield. No, where they on my free is on but I'm making sure say on defensive duties so and come out to perfection. What I say, look at Belera and Lucatelli no crano. Two young guys, no more Mukwana. Look at how my game to conquer. And the match in there, I mean, when they're playing Italian for the back home, so when they get to the finals of every match now, I mean, yeah, team to beat. And see, and now more tactically, you know, you map out, you know, when she didn't, when she did that match, yeah, there's a Gary Saget, and on Chedi, the formation. It's
coming home, it didn't come home, it went to Rome.
Yeah, it went to Rome. Room for more purposeful. I mean, they know what they were doing. They know what they were doing. And now, I'm a kind of Saga Kipano, the Ramano, the rich know who direction qua or that penalty once for Bosseno. That was a perfect penalty. I think England for players in Nano. That's a good but most especially was on the left or two call left now. Yeah, or very, very good. By right, who direction, but
Donnarumma.
Donnarumma, who are you? But Saka, I mean, who are the cry can't Saka? Also, Bob on the same team.
None a penalty net time will be added.
I no quite so that's not called more penalty there.
I don't, Adebakwa Babonten, which personally, and that's my personal opinion, na enyeme there, yeah. Also, it is almost racial abuse or Monsaka. A democracy, yes, you go back to Nigeria, on free chromo, just a but Adebakwa Anyame there from the England team, Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish, I debia my man who said, Sakwa no crano, and here on who's winning a racist obey. When you must say, okay, you know, a team a lose tournament. My coach say we win together, we lose together. And then interview Grantee Enra, or see. He volunteered to take one of the kicks Yamanamo. Oh, fast or boy. Until when you do that, now it's say you are putting the coach and then the players are almost saying no under the bus.
On your team player.
Yeah. I see he offered to play, he offered to take one of the kicks. Voluntarily or fast or
what's you see Italians on more bomb power. What is
yeah, my videos were Italian fans are not more yeah, serious power.
I mean, that's not go well because this tournament was one of the beautiful
videos. Your platform,
a whole lot of surprises. When I'm channel, look at this Denmark team. What I say, incredible performance by this Denmark team. Look at what Italians for so long a time. They are playing this such a beautiful game. Now, a competition, I mean, the hype, it just said an amount for Sipeno. Now, all of a sudden, a month is coming home, Oh, no month to me and Jardin and not you take loss into your own hands, and I try you cry, and try. And as it's how racial abuse, it's
getting worse. Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Bukayo Saka, all the black players almost say penalty. They are raining racial slurs on them like this is you Tony. Very bad. English FA condemn. People are condemning, but it's not even stopping.
Internet Twitter it's
getting worse.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Was I you I'm the beauty of the game. Game come up now the euphoria and then the enthusiasm and go with this particular tournament. They come up. But then almost the science says I'm gonna be chat to you. I don't know, say out of this comments in a bit the likes of Raheem Sterling, Jordan Sancho, and even Kauno. Almost I'm a boy English national team now, and I say, I don't know but then as a professional player, I think say this is not the first time but it's coming from your own country men.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, the people you are representing.
You are representing psychologically, Raheem Sterling man she goes and I'm could do a crank, remember could do. So they were blacks. They took to the finals. Finals, anything can happen in the final. We're a tournament. Now Makola small Lusua. Just coach, or call 2018. Or the Moko could do semi-finals, maybe or World Cup. And or buy an ultimate Euro 2020 World Cup. I know just more this crop of players, more room for improvement. So much we can do one or two changes. They have a long way to go because they say Hurricane or Kevin Lewis also more equally good strikers. Not that more offensive. Quality players, not say Hurricane Kranua, but when you're equally good one or better Kevin Phillips is quite some no. What I say, but Oba Leeds
United,
Oba matches of boy I mean, we're born in clean game. So another black man, boy. Kevin Phillips,
yeah, more or less. I think he has blood. So over here, crying here, Jamaica
for cry. He said,
I'm Jamaican.
I mean, Ibrahim said he's Jamaican.
Yeah,
also you're Jamaican. Saga,
Nigerian.
But you know, him
Jadon Sancho.
And Marcus Rashford.
Marcus Rashford, the over no crowd, teams obey Ghana and
see, I mean, but Germans should not take anything away from them.
Okay, so you think the better team won the Germans, Italians?
Tactically, the Italians were good. Tactically, and penalties from buying, so they were not panic. You know, as much as Pickford, it me really, Jorginho penalty was saved, Now,
Pickford did well.
Yeah,
he saved two penalties, right?
Yeah, 2 penalties.
Manu play events and Aquara Mikaso Besson, Andrea Bellotti. Yeah, Mega so Besson. I don't like him for some reason. I'm happy Chelsea didn't buy him some 2 seasons ago. When
but it's good.
Two Minikas and 9 Baako. I said
that bully striker, bully striker to say the ball
United.
The more they say
Lukaku.
The striker Manokoi. Na should the League coach catch and say,
oh Diego
Costa. Yeah. No, so na say na so or pim na mo the born money there. Bellotti, I don't know. But so no, 21 permanent. What the strikers in one for one canal. Oh, no, Boboro. Only one encounter where you bugamu, one of say, or book give me pa.
Okay.
Yesterday, yesterday you could clearly see, say, the Italian tactical, they were superior, and then they were not panicking. You know, as man say, England for more panic.
Kyle Walker, for instance, I was surprised it would be a ball under Pep Guardiola. He was ballooning the balls, boom. I said England for Nyabona, they were panicking. The occasion I think was bigger than
for them. Now they know they are the mouth of the home supporters. In that smart city, that's semi-final.
Ball or mobile final or him should have trackata bromo. Queen Elizabeth Nankasankasa saying 52 years ago he on a present trophy into your history and repeating and all that. Or Trokrata the Bromo down Masi, Bo Muabaso for getting them to the final and finish here Jumano. It wasn't to be.
Oh.
Maybe in Gebia Baye Queen moment. Meaning Zebianka someone who's Zebianka Omosha, maybe they would have make a way to the stage. Bounce and Rana Prince Aimo Uncle.
They didn't go. They didn't come home.
They didn't come home. They went to Rome. Manujo.
Yes.
Jack Grealish. I say I wanted. Not me pen in the article. No Goal.com. Ne Dubai. I say I wanted to take one. Grealish blast back at penalty critics after England Euro 2020 shootout defeat. Na the question is say pundits ne Baako. Ena na eka say on tia say the India. Jack Grealish no anya den. I'm taking penalty. Be no more teenager. And I say in experience Saka na Akobo and a Jack Grealish no defend say or volunteer say obebo na ya manamo but a man for a blasting say we lose together we win together and so say we are a team and every player is capable as opposed to say obeka say as a would defend on was a man for because analysts the abas will be like say what any ama Grealish ama what any ama we are so people are saying a man for na make an article good or class a man for a trouble and say why say now my fans now are more incensed even on players now almost say penalty but you think he was justified now you heard the entire game
Yeah, I think that's on your justified in any cause. But when things happen, like where I agree with you is that and it's better he shuts up, because at the end of the day, training, I don't think that they were selected out of the blue. A lot had to go on before their selection. Although
yes, training penalties based on that or the selection.
Yeah, but interestingly, and there's that school of thought that training grants penalties. Pay attention. Penalties are never guaranteed. You can't be maybe some have perfected the act because of the way they count in there, but the chances, I've always said that maybe you've learnt your art very well, but I say we study the opposing keeper too. Whether he or Tono or time ball or AC, it comes into play, because you facing your own goalkeeper to play penalties is different from, because human being will always be part of the equation. So if the answer will always be complex, as we say, machines there, when him say we two pina, whenever, but nipa there, we will goalkeeper anticipation, the potential may be different. So you might be scoring, but once you get a Donnarumma ahead of when Pickford in post, it changes the dynamic. So
this is what he posted on his Twitter account. Osei, I said I wanted to take one. The gaffer has made so many right decisions through this tournament, and he did tonight. But I wouldn't have people say that I didn't want to take a penal when I said I wanted to take one.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to
yeah,
because this is England. One can say to obey you, and it will follow you for a long time. But I think you could have averted all these.
So we lose together. Even Rashford will call penalty debut.
Yeah,
Hurricane crowd semi-final one saying on
Rashford then I had a gut feeling. So Maguire boy and Mikasi at this point, history is back on, and you need experience and people who are very calm. Navy players can't play. So Saka was a no for me. I don't know why he played. Saka confidence.
But even Jadon Sancho also missed.
Yes, I mean, but they are very young. In turn, they need to encourage them rather than destroying their own team. You see, but just like you said, the game proper. It has been 55 years. I mean, long wait, and it doesn't come closer than scoring.
Jack Grealish has never even taken a penalty for Villa at senior level.
Yes.
So why would people even say he should have taken one, and why is he defending himself?
Exactly. It's murky, and why careful. I say the post tournaments.
Because Aston Villa cross how mobile and Koto na make us homogeneous free Tottenham Watkins.
Yeah.
On the ball penalties.
Exactly. Yeah, Watkins very great player. You see, post tournament syndrome. One hand on it destroys the team chemistry and everything, and I think that is what a phase they are going through. But unfortunately, there are lots of younger players in there, or more very vociferous media who do praise
very.
I do say that they will always bash you to it. And like I said, 55-year wait, it doesn't come closer than getting a goal 1 minute 57 seconds. Luke Shaw goal. No? So it took them very close, and also to get to a point of penalties at their favorite home grounds at Wembley. No? This is the closest they can ever get to winning an European glory. It takes everything away from them, but I think they have themselves to be blamed too. At a point in time, I think Southgate made basic mistakes. Maybe scoring that early goal, different strategy, because you realize that in terms of potency up front, they look more clinical. I think Harry Kane was on fire, Sterling was also playing so well. Eventually, as much as you like this Italian team, they did not show that one up front. Now, virtually, maybe all the strikers went to sleep. So interesting, the goals had to be scored by defenders to get goals at both halves. Bonucci also getting that brilliant one. Now, that Bonucci goal also. Messi Mount was the worst culprit. I think that when the flick on came, he should have. He was Mount
should have been out. And Messi Mount
he should have taken it, because Edu Baby Mpomika said, the referee Omunya corner because they didn't deserve it. I mean, Jorginho went for a sliding tackle, Messi Mount went to me and dribble, take on no Boko cry now. Omunya corner kick. I think Kupes did well. Initially, it looked like he was being overruled by the fans, but he stood his ground. He had a very beautiful game. I'll give him 98/100. So I think for Team England there. Even at Wembley, one of their worst performances in recent time. Possession wise, they lost touch, because some about Wembley they had about 34%, which did not look too good for them. See, I am thinking that it's just a game loss. They run up to this one. They didn't play the usual suspects, because they can't wait for now. It's about France, Belgium, Italy, Portugal, but which they are doing the Denmark, Czech Republic, Ukraine.
They had an easy route.
Yes, the routes looked so easy. They met one of the major
Denmark names
even Denmark, we all know the controversies that happen. That is why I think that for travesty of justice and for the world to be fair, Kama to have it real paying back.
Yes, goal.com. Yes, our football messages. Almost Kama is a bit. Yes. Kama has come back to bite England.
And it will make all the that game will be now dead and gone. It has been put to rest, because if they had won, yes, because of Maradona was able to do it in '86 and virtually go on to win the tournament from Germany. It has always been discussed. As it's been talked about. So for me, it's just a game that they lost. They've been on scintillating form even at this tournament. I mean, player by player, I don't think that they were overawed. Some players did not come to the party. Henderson, I mean, senior player, people spoke about him, but he coming on did not really.
Yeah, when to
and for the Italian Mancini too, he deserves all the plaudits. I mean, since he took over,
his substitutions were just apt.
We're just
players number there.
I think the striker running back.
Yeah, all you Verratti, Crefrim, Namisru.
Yeah,
but Locatelli, Kalusha player. No, Locatelli came and filled the middle.
Yes, he's a very good player.
And a player be number 11.
Yeah, he did 6 changes to the team eventually. It tells you the tactical and he was phenomenal. He lost Chiesa too.
What the guy be Bermu?
He lost Chiesa too. No, the Bernardeschi, Federico Bernardeschi.
Our player now Insigne.
Yeah, Insigne playing as playing as the playmaker of the team. He didn't really hold that position very well. I think other peripheral players really performed in that game. So for England, I think it's a bad one. Just after the game, I told you that the racial abuse will be more. I mean, unfortunately, it had to take the 3 of them to really the experience on their part. I mean, playing in your favorite home grounds today, you should have really made amends. But like I keep saying, do penalties there, you can leave it. And England now as a team, they are not really good with penalties. They've lost a lot of penalty shootouts.
Berardi.
Yeah, Berardi.
Obama 55th minute. Yeah, Berardi.
Okay.
And
this again, personally, I blame Southgate a lot because Osei now the midfield was breaking. Even
Barella.
Yeah, Barella.
Okay. No, it's 11 JC. Yeah, Berardi, fantastic player.
Yeah, Edu Bebina, their midfield broke down. Well, we expected him to do sporadic changes, but he decided to stick to the core of the team.
Italy changing what? He
was Italy changing what? When you have chance to do 5 changes, Sterling, I mean, was off color. He did not at a point in time. I felt he was off the game. He had no playmaker. I mean, Sterling together with Yes, you begin to wonder why it's a bench. He had a very good bench.
One for or drop on the last minute.
Yeah, he had a
but
very good bench.
But in say they needed that Watkins boy. Yeah. Said now Kasagata Sterling who's no.
Yes.
That boy, I'm happy you say a fantastic. Yes. Oh, boy, no potential. When you pop.
So I think it was a game that they just did not come to the party. Italy proved once again to the world. I mean, their second European glory. They have 4 workers, but by European tournaments there, they've not been. It has been tough for them, but they've added another.
Italy is second to only Brazil, right, in the World Cup.
Oh yes.
Brazil has 5.
Yeah, Brazil has 5.
Yeah, no, Italy will 4.
Yeah, Germany has about 3.
Them say Germany were 3.
Yeah, Abdia slaves now. So for me, they sold to us a beautiful tournament. I mean, for England, better luck. I think they've inched closer to it. Last time around at the World Cup near then, it was a semi-final.
That was going to be my question. Wako semi-final?
Yes.
And Wako final. Yeah. So is the next tournament going to be Hurricane? That is what Hurricane says. I want to motivate them for Qatar 2022.
And the good thing is that they have a relatively young squad. Most of
maybe
them
by then more mature.
Yeah, more mature then. That's why I don't like the PTS going on. Post-tournament syndrome also around the team because it looks like if they are not careful, they'll break down. And better players will come through the ranks. The players need to psychologically they need to be psyched up. I agree. The stakes were too high. The expectations were beyond measure. You could see even outside the stadium near there. But on the pitch proper, Southgate should be the West Sport corporate. If he should still handle those teams, he needs to do because you could see virtually that he was lost at a point in time that he had to still control of the game. After they equalized and then they rather came back into the picture again because in terms of striking they were more potent. I think that they showed them a bit more steam. Just like Kalusha Khan the other time. Hurricane peaked at the right time. Maguire also, he justified why he was taken to this tournament. He really did well defensively. If they had won this tournament, I think his ratings would have gone up.
Maguire had a fantastic tournament. Yes. He's proving exactly he's a fantastic defender. Now I rate him highly.
Oh yes. I mean,
because John Stones, yes. Is this the John Stones we see at City? Because now we say no panic.
Kiesa, yeah.
Fantastic player. What tormentos is here?
He also needs to be careful.
John Stones was panicking. He said, John Stones here in the City only. Yeah,
he was off. He was angry on the ball for far too long. He was off color. So it's for me. They sold to us a beautiful tournament. I mean, second time it has gone for penalty. It had to go to extra time. Not that one they had done a share goal in the dying ember. So England I think they still have the potential to do what
to win the World Cup.
To be penalty kicks. The World Cup I have my own. It's a
because and rounds and America said to get to a final of a major tournament is easy
and to play at home
and and to play at home and to get a route just like you said baby
traditional football Denmark
the only team are not European superweight heavyweight Germany that is down and a Germany team also just like very young
yes
inexperienced in the idea how much we could do final
so it was the easiest route they can ever have. I mean another I said very close so they nearly killed the bed but unfortunately the bed still flew away because yes idea to be penalty kick one penalty kick away. I mean, Jorginho, he also needs a bit of bashing. We experienced he nearly bottled it.
Not a penalty net time.
Yeah, was.
One yes, I think he was scared. So maybe Panenka.
No, when so I think Rashford too. That's why sometimes the bashing. If I should be an English, I think I'll bash him. Rashford pass, shooting about penalty for like 30 seconds.
No,
yes, you see, Sana, you lose the momentum and the creativity. But Donnarumma also did well. He had in anticipation.
Golden glove.
Yeah, his anticipation and everything.
And then Cristiano Ronaldo golden boot.
Yeah, 5 goals.
Even though Germany player no 5 goals or no more assist.
Yeah, more assisting there. I mean, only Messi at least they've really proven themselves again. Why they've been tip top for the past.
But when you are done, I'll give you the team of the week. Ronaldo Nkanho surprisingly.
For the tournament, no, I think they left early. Team of the tournament, team of the tournament.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, but they left too early to be added. I mean, I agree.
I think I'm
yes, but by its own high standards, I think it was a flop tournament. I mean. For him, I mean, because he wanted to get his team closer.
Scott Safu message or the Abana and Rama Makai commentary, the other commentator, and they can say, Kilian ni Bonucci in Kokrafona, Shisha, as England, young guys, Nashisha, Momotum.
Yes.
My main message is team of the week, team of the tournament. Now, move on. Scott Safu says, good morning, guys. I was impressed with Italy yesterday. I had picked them to win after their first game. Yeah, Friday, Rokrano. Scott, okay, say Italy in the big winning. Manucho Suka say Italy be winning. Kalusha de say Italy be winning no Kalusha and say Italy be winning.
Because so winning.
Who say England are more wing backs Italy be winning. Inti
Kaso be winning later what kind of see Italy.
Okay. Ntina na de bi amika menye owusu be mpan commission. Manucho, member audio bi wa ha Mireku. So for Beduko miss I send it to you right? I send it to you yesterday.
It's making worse.
Oh my goodness. Ghana do for.
Yes.
Any party born ni muntimi nka dwensa kira sam kire nipa. Ye beto ba no madane political prophet. Ye be ball no madane football prophet.
Yeah.
Osin komshe free nyame ho ba say na eba.
God showed it to me. I mean, and the way he was emphatic is embarrassing.
England anye no nyame na ma England anye no person anim gu ase.
I know, but
member audio na my TV for United. But Scott Safu say I was impressed. I was impressed with Italy yesterday. I had picked them to win after their first game. My best player on the field was Federico Chiesa. And the Ampa. Ubiaji Tum. What a player. And Anameka said last year, 2 seasons ago,
they offered him to Chelsea.
They offered him to Chelsea.
Yeah, from Juve.
Yeah, and Chelsea Anton. Minim se sa kwano bobosa.
Right, 2 sides.
Fantastic
players will move out inside. They don't do too well, but he had a brilliant.
No, that time no Pjanic.
Yeah.
It's no form. Yeah, Juve. And that time no yet droppable.
Exactly.
Until they would omuntumi ma Pjanic until they wanted to get Chiesa off the books.
Yeah.
And
but I think the foul on Sonano, he also on to the ball too much, and but I mean he did.
No, he's seen a crab body channel.
Yeah, but I say Remo no. I mean, it's really a painful one the way it went off, but off color no. But at least they still won. I mean, they should dedicate it to him.
What a player!
Yeah, Emerson also deserves a mention.
Yeah.
Emerson.
I will. Yeah. Mamin can 2 messages na so I will also congratulate the Italian coach for transforming the Italian team: compact midfield, confident passing, and ball holding. Then finally, passion for country. I didn't want England to win because of the way they treat black players. Forza Italia, and they have done it. It's even getting worse. They said, how Bukayo Saka. Jadon Sancho crowd I don't know. I'm turn for friend to be on consider the United fans in a person normally Chelsea team no.
Yeah.
Chelsea ni United fans. One more pet to for team the papa. Especially Chelsea.
Yeah.
London for no feel so superior be as a
unfortunately there are a lot of blacks too coming from there, but it's an English thing. We hear there we
United fans recently the almost year Martial.
Yeah.
Any a Twazembe.
Yeah.
Who can say Twazembe?
Twazembe also was another.
Rashford. Yeah. You know.
But Saturday crowd, what the players baby, my it was so obvious. The players did not even warm up well. Just to come and play penalties. Yeah. For more 10 minutes in you could see that he was going for it. But
Italy has 35 games unbeaten. It's a good feat. Yeah, Enra now before Enra no more 34. And almost say we need Enra. So Scott Enra remember say a draw, but still are they unbeaten.
Yes.
Scott obviously people also forgot how the Italian defense was. Chiellini and Bonucci were rocks. England has a young core and has the potential. To come back only if they stop their racism. Very true. Say black player should go there. No more jubility. Black player a mistake there. And he didn't attempt. It would have been Pickford if they had won. He had a good tournament. It's true. We were in the first tournament, but he was fantastic. But I think there's a young Juma and the kicks. Or Rashibo Bono Tentem or Preno, as he's always under pressure. Be no Bobon ging Tentem boom boom boom. I think that's what he needs to work on. Even at Everton, he does same. Sometimes he has a hookah. It will surprise you on Sunday the number of people who still attended his church. Okay, he was talking about the prophet. Opposition penalty was the worst one. He showed the direction before he showed the direction too fast. Lawson Jr. And so Eddie, I don't know. Okay, Manucho, you were talking about forgotten Emerson at Chelsea.
Yes. I think some players are built for tournament, and that is what he really came to prove. He showed the reason maybe he's called Emerson. I mean, he has Brazilian blood in him, and it really showed. For me, he was one player. The final, he really raised the bar. He really proved himself. Why? And some of us were wondering, so when your chance number, maybe just like you said, because Chelsea has a brilliant team, they decide not to give him those opportunities. So the Italian team really had a good tournament right from the blast of the whistle. I think they proved themselves why they needed to win this one badly, and kudos to Mancini. I think for everything. For it was a first time, just like now we can Catanaccio, they are known for kick and rush, and by the ocean, this team has a lot of flair, their sneakiness, and it's a very good blend. Defensively, you see, they told a beautiful story. They wrote it on the pitch for people, for poetry, those who love poetry, they have to see. Defensively, it looked like vintage wine. I'm to have Chiellini and Bonucci. The only missing player there is Bazzagli. They formed the BBC and they brilliantly did it even to go to the World Cup to show their form and might. But this time around, Bazzagli was not there. And Obed Jones said just about a year ago, both players were off color. You didn't. Bonucci had quite a serious one, and Chiellini had not played football for a long time. All those things culminating, but having confidence to take them to tournaments. Maybe that's what I'm saying. This team, a story should be written about them, about how well a team show. And I say, I've listened to the likes of Ferguson or Moka say, for a team to win tournaments, there should be a very good blend of the old and the young, the middle and the old. Defensively, you need people who have gone through the mill and they have all the experiences to play. Because at the right time, I realized this: Southgate was not pulling up the weight and was only wearing down the time now. Chiellini together with Bonucci had to really come forward. It will be two back. Realized that just the two defenders were there, all the rest were pushed into the four, and they were really playing well. Middle also were handled by very experienced players in the up front, and so very young, very energetic, also holding the charges. So I think this is what really went for them. Southgate, if he still wants to keep this team, yes, sir, he should learn. He should learn. Looks like the game reading is very, very poor.
You think that the team of the tournament won?
Yeah, I think they really, for what happened, you see, I'm one person, I believe in parity, equity when it comes to football. That's what they did against Denmark. I was rooting for England. I think they had worked hard enough to really prove that. I'm a form near fluke, and this was a golden generation of team. Individually, they might not be extremely brilliant than the Gerrards and the Lampards and the Rooneys and co. But putting them from collective play now, they were really, really inching closer to being a perfect team. Defensively, they were not conceding goals. I feel too, they were playing so well. And Harry Kane being the spearhead in the attack was really a brilliant one. But it was not enough. Sometimes you need to win fairly. Playing at home also give them added pressure. I think the noise was too much. It's coming home, beautiful way. Maybe they were meant to motivate them, but they should have known that they were going to face a fox in the box, a perennial winner in Italy. So it will always not come easy. and at Wembley. I mean, I don't put Wembley part.
Wow,
yes, Italy. I put 11.
But let's switch off the game quickly. A time
my team of the season.
Team of the season.
Team of the tournament. I mean,
it's hooliganism. England. It started off in the morning, and they fought themselves, destroyed a lot of things, broke the stadium, filled the stadium. Even though security, bubu stadium no coffee number so 60,000 or so.
Nobody was sitting, everybody was standing.
And after the game, beating the Italians, the Italian fans.
You see, it only tells one thing: a human being has an animalistic part, which can really be gingered at any time. It reminds me of
African, It should have been yes, but this happened in England.
Now England, so I mean, they are noted for it. Now, me catch you say, one people are they really misbehave when it comes to football near there, but they get away with it. Russia, you saw what really happened in Russia near the end. You anticipated it. I mean, so who follow football, they are able to say hooliganism was expected. Nippon a good stadium nature, they were more than those who were even inside. And to think of the brook when it tells you that they are not our colonial masters for nothing. But it was a history-making moment. I think a lot would have been said if they had really won this tournament. I mean, by saying that, then everybody the next day it looks like it's never happened. But they need to be careful. I mean, for whatever, what's your organism now? Levels now corner. If you are not careful, they'll take you to Qatar. I think UEFA sometimes need to crack the whip on the English. All the interesting Italians in the all chess near there no. I don't know Mugu Russia and Italians, but maybe because this time it had to be home. And just like it's a picture share outside the stadium, it was really bad. It was really
very
nasty.
Bad,
very nasty.
Very bad. Yeah.
I mean, when they get angry, you can't stop them, and they decided to destroy anything they had inside. Rebecca said maybe times that maybe they are police and military, somebody asked where were they, but I mean for footballing reasons you can let some of these things go. But I would not be surprised if UEFA decides to give them a good sanction. Unfortunately, it's their home and it's their house, and they decided to put up such a very bad, distasteful moment. But it doesn't really, it's sometimes I'm a football look backwards. I mean some kick moments, but hey, that's what the game thrives on. You see, there's that thin line between being happy and being sad when it comes to football. I'm catching you say, but need to go no. Any English person in this world could have lost his life.
Preventable.
Yes, but the moment or share, you can imagine the number of hearts which were broken in England. Yeah. The joy in Rome. They showed the other side too. The joy that they had to have in Rome. What was Ken doing in the post? I mean, all those things will be said later. But I think they need to be careful. They need to be careful. But it doesn't take anything away from the organizers that they give us a beautiful tournament. The English did not really disgrace themselves, but hey, at a point in time nobody remembers who was second. And the man that 20 years down the line, people might even forget 2016 France was second at the Euros. That's how bad it is. But people even remember Greece someone winning 2006. That's the bad news. But so it doesn't look bad. I mean,
it doesn't look bad. Congratulations to Messi and then to the Italian team. But shifting our attention, so for Baduko be prophet, man of God. Oshankom in the 2 games, Nyabako, 2 games. Okay, let's start off with the Brazil game. The Nyamie Yachere prophet, Nyami Yichire Nansana Brazil, ni Argentina everybody.
Brazil will win this cup. And so, that is what the Spirit of God has told me, and that's what I'm delivering to all those who are following me, all those who want to know what will happen. Brazil will win this cup tonight. So shall it be. And I'm saying this hours before the match is played, so that you get to know that the Spirit of God is truth. He reveals, and so it is. Brazil will win this cup.
Manager events a prophet
Emmanuel Bedukobi. Yes, from Bekwai, from Asante Bekwai.
Edion.
Yeah, I
me shan come no one who say Nyame catch me hours before the game.
Asante Bekwai, none of us.
Brazil winning and Ampaw now head of sports.
I mean, you see the way he said it, that God has revealed, and you see the way he brought God into the picture. It's very pathetic. The more you listen.
Brazil winning. They
didn't win. They didn't even come close to winning.
Okay.
I mean, that's a point in time.
There was
not a point they were even leading. I can say maybe God intervened and Obin Pai Bona as a son, but they lost the plot right from the start. And sometimes I wonder what these prophets are now.
Oh, you are getting ahead. Italy, I know the ocean. I sorry them.
Yes.
Where they are not in the camp no
Yes. Hours before the game. I'm saying it's hours
before. But we do I sorry them.
England
will beat it. England never
I'll say it again. That is the work of a prophet. You keep saying what God is saying. You know what I said? I said England. You see England. I've seen it on YouTube everywhere. Social media. England. They win the cup.
This happened Sunday, July 11th at church before the game was played. Now sorry them. And I shame come way. And I upon sorry no a Saturday no.
Yeah.
Before Brazil so near Argentina everbono. And the Sunday and the come.
Yes.
And
I was before the game.
Now the question is, what question come we cram and
sometimes you wonder, maybe he wanted to take second one for YouTube everywhere. You see,
yeah, what did it?
Yeah.
England will beat Italy. England never found match. I'll say it again. That is the work of a prophet. You keep saying what God is saying. You know what I said? I said England. You see England. I've seen it on YouTube everywhere. Social media. England. They win the cup.
I ready with your mobile.
You were saying, yeah, literature. And when the gods want to kill you, they first make you mad. I mean, if used figuratively.
Yeah.
Just like TB Joshua also had a similar one when he spoke about the pandemic and said by August 31st it will be no more in this world. I hope I'm not drawing conclusions, but let's protect this man because it looks like the direction I mean, prophets no man at sometimes you see the way is very emphatic and the man hear me. Sometimes you can see in the spiritual realm you see which way place say bet also been prophecies. This is what the prophet God reveals to them. Which way also been pardon me say bet me who say Bema nukra boba no so je finisem whichever way
Bema na yire no ho a
internet
so I know no ba no be je finisem
e be say
Kalusha de ni bi
e say ko twalo to from 1 to 90
England ball wing back there
exactly and you be no Bema when it comes to predictions. So sometimes in time take Kalusha as a pan you be he just wants to play it safer and safer. Be interested in my analysis more than my lotto. We do be an predictions akwa lotto but it's based on sound judgments anyway. So for me also could be I'm so sad. The more I listen, we all believe in something that sometimes there can be a prophecy, there can be a counter prophecy because obi so bomb in the Bible we actually eventually the person had to pray, God had to reverse it. And you can find a way in the Bible to save it, but same way emphatic and he throws his own gift of prophecy on the line and put it on YouTube. This. I mean, we'll be sure we are then it will be like so this man, why didn't he leave a window? Bebobi says so kume jamon we say obie door no kakra so over one no ntu so no afa we dwane because when you lock the door with the cat and it empowers you to kill you so no ye ne de no unlocking with a key and put the key under the abyss into a river. I say now you can't make a lot of sense to anybody again, and sometimes the backing vocal is crying one omomote aso de mo na sometimes I don't know mo bom say I mean these are predictions. I've always said that for me prophecies the way I see nyama hinta not to be any say Obeka just say Manucho one day you will die. I mean it can be a prophecy. Everybody will know that 99% of the time all of us can be like Enoch and I say way Elijah eventually until you don't get it as said. But hey, that is him. At the end of the day, these are the football prophecies. He's had a lot of political prophecies too, which did not come to pass. Maybe as a way of making himself popular. Yeah, Shani Obeka and Ness. He said, "No, be interested in the sermon on next Sunday sermon." Because that to be featured. Me obi anka
be defending.
Anka be defending. Yes, because I man here more popular than everybody in Ghana. I'm the rich Jonas.
Very sad.
Rich Jonas
very sad.
One is insulting his way out. One is giving bad prophecies to really make it the picture. I mean, you don't give this emphatic, put it on YouTube everywhere. I mean, you make mockery of us. Or making mockery of us
as Christians. Mami Abasi, it will surprise you on Sunday the number of people who will still attend his church. Hey, what do you see glass and go on? What do you see Opo, sanction penalty was the worst one. He showed the direction too fast. Unity Radio 1039. Kalu, yemfansi o ana obi become fa. Onka prophet dey no hwe. Cha. We okay.
Well, Nyamusunti, one person touch on my anointed. One person will see what not to go for full.
Yeah, there's another say my big Olubi Temba hair salon as Samas trading, super cleaning services na Nochi Chrome restaurant, no matter room and almost as no sports bro. Yeah, kwa here man yosoma and APP. Danko African Market, KM Raf Roofing, Rashida Financial Services, na Veno Women's Health Services, Dr. Kwame Ampaw no other room. And now they are transitioning into the next phase of the program. And then some here be shiny about boss no. And you say na etie Chief Justice Edi Ababetodwa afa aye kete asehye nsembia ekoso 5 million bribery allegation bi yebehwem sanso na owura a ono na yese oji sense kan so odi koma Chief Justice na otumi edi nkunim di amane client and all handle the case Kwesi Atta deny bribery allegations no eno dan chance ebehwe o mampanin abedi achire omoyerenum sikasem first and second lady salary saga. Do we want to see first lady selling at Makola Mireku oyemrashe bejoni onu na obisa se Ghana for amuye de date se manucho kalusha upo national no o pese ye mame Rebecca Akufo-Addo wonko jina Makola no nkoto tomatoes ana enu na obisa okuja to Ablakwa say senka ne mfefo MPs no betie no pa de a ono de nka ne nsusu ne say aban loan na o say ode bre o $128 million loan no na obi anya $100,000 no anka be ya anka omu nyina nka mum no mo reject it aban be ma omu cars aye adwuma eti say de oma MMDCs ministers any DCs na fine on fa ma omu de a parliamentarians no omu ji o marketua omu ye private people omo ankonko yo negotiations with banks no money loan free bank no mo anto omo cars enis aban na kwaje bosia bia edebre MP bia okuje to Ablakwa manu jobeka just of late he's making a lot of good headlines for the good of Ghana. Parliament Ad Hoc Committee so ebe probu Sputnik V vaccines contracts no and also onsem e wa ha na ebe hobeka say vaccine no nanka ye tono $10 world market and aban koto no 19 ema Norwegian newspaper e blow story ya and sembebre abetodwa government explain tell man to me enya Russian government no man delete direct actually Russian government so because say ya ton bebre am African countries so we don't understand why you are saying this. Parliament at committee omo eba behwehwem and also nsem e wa ha and yebedi nkomo Kyei-Mensah-Bonsu dey say 28 million loan no what I children or back it now I hit it back at critics over the 28 million loan for MPs. We no name some can and ye baba junjo nemom o reference Kweku Baako ye be ko adurani ahwadura issue Kwame A+ say Ghana force say moon starting kinkan na monya research kakra na Kweku Baako we twan try kire Ghana for over 40 years. He's been lying. There be my research. Say bebre oboa. E didn't na A+ e kasa Kweku Baako eko Joy News 5 program omo ya no memenda bia no so na omo odi nkomo about ejura na yebebo audio nti a A+ e kasa no e de akire mo na mo ahudi nti a Kwame A+ e kasa Kweku Baako atwanto akire Ghana for over 40 years. Yeda sina kese Danko kankale ba 785 ko ho KM Raf Roofing bebo dan so nyina ma na ye kama na Rashida so atoto sika sika semye mortgage protection college planning Medicare plans life insurance auto insurance policy nyina Rashida be ma obi na opomode oba gynecologist a yagina tum a ye Ghana ni ba wono abie ne clinic obetumi afa no primary doctor ene Dr. Kwame Ampaw ene Venom Women's Health Services. Yawo 10 Winthrop Street, bra, 3rd floor, suite number 312. Na you hear pom din sama. Manu muma start off quickly.
Yes.
Captain Smart, asa to be a man in Nanado. I say, na one say Nanado dan Akufo-Addo say bibi anod ne ho compare Mahama. Na o Magana fo nyina ati ase say Mahama ye incompetent. Mahama bon, Mahama ye corrupt, Mahama ni enima adwuma ne ye. Nti on tia say asisi say bibia na Nanado edeno ho etoto Mahama. He doesn't understand. Now you no enye no quick.
Yes.
Why compare yourself to quote and unquote incompetent Mahama? Captain Smart asks Akufo-Addo. Popular TV radio and radio host Captain Smart has slammed President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo over recent comparisons to his predecessor John Dramani Mahama, according to the Union TV morning show host. For a president who as a candidate, Akufo-Addo labeled then Mahama as incompetent, it was curious that he will opt to lower standards and compare himself to an incompetent predecessor. You claim to protect the public purse. You can't compare yourself to Mahama because before you came, you made us understand he is highly incompetent. So why do you compare yourself to him? Leave that man alone. Why should you compare your leadership with this? Don't you get scared when you mention his name? We don't need John Mahama. That's why we didn't vote for him. So stop mentioning his name and fix the country. Smart, end of quote. Smart charged on his Smart show, which was aired on Smart TV YouTube page on Friday, July 9, 2021. It's important to put on record. This is what Nana Addo said. Intinama Okasano. I say it's important to put on record that the original contract design for the Pokwasi interchange was for a 3-tier interchange. However, through efficient management by my government, the interchange was modified to a 4-tier interchange within the same contract sum. Indeed, 289 million has been used by the Akufo-Addo government to construct 3 interchanges at Pokwasi, Ubechebe Lamte, and Tamale, as opposed to 260 million used by John Dramani Mahama government to construct only the Kwame Nkrumah interchange. These are the further examples of the fact that we in NPP are good protectors of the public purse. End of quote. So this is what the president said, and Captain Smart took him on.
Yeah, Captain Smart. I mean, of late he's been so much on the government, but I mean for the good reasons, isn't he? Yeah, share the substance of what he really said. And then
Mami Adi we ma says same project, you know. MPP ni NDC minim se monya audios ni bi omuko.
Yeah, who really?
We see me na me we see start ya breso, we see say enti just say enti osafuma vo den ho agim say whoever gets credit doesn't matter. The benefactor should be getting NDC and MPP.
But you should have said this earlier. And you see, if on the day of commissioning, some of invited John Mahama and put in one bank, it should have helped save a lot of 49ers.
Because the loan was secured under Mahama.
2016. Now they started no more modifications. Some of that make N1 time of a Millennium Challenge account around 2005. Now we stand to correct on the date. Now Park syndrome check it out under Kufuor's administration. Mkoji America by $500 million. Inti the loan was secured and under Kufuor, but the N1 it was completed under Atamils.
Yeah.
Atamils, but the commissioning on neck Kufuor, you acknowledge Kufuor, his presence was there. They've been at you. So they say maybe they cut a ribbon together. It tells you that camaraderie. Why sometimes I'm down for being forced to agree with you that see a unify the Atamils played this part. He did not really double in some of these things. On a day Pokwasi interchange, I'm sure you didn't hear it just around 2017 Akufo-Addo took over. It was being discussed, and at least the predecessor had some initial discussions, and I'm told even secured the loan that was used. Then the president decided that on the day of commissioning it, that's when he decided to throw the biggest jab. That when it comes to proper and prudent management of our monies, he's done a better job. You see, me as a civil engineer, sometimes I shudder at that thought, because it's very, very dangerous. Yeah. Especially my second degree being in geotechnical engineering, which has to deal with substructural stories. Because we see diners in Suo Honoma, the substructure will be handled differently than the BI hard ground.
Yeah.
Even if there's a rock, you are the friendly day works. The BI bubu rock near Chiaka, because even you the contractor, you did not anticipate in a consultant, and so and government also didn't know. Because your pass as here sometimes your prospect in here. Until I know not the a bit your cost overruns, but it doesn't mean the project is expensive. It is a way as superstructure and the PA there. I say we see that your foundation we are Nyaka de obeti ma cost in yape. I say we see maybe the floor no. Baby cry say 2 block and 6, maybe I say 4, baby cry you need only one block. It is substructure there. It's so different. Into what kind of sana sometimes extra say politicians have not decided to double and value for money. It's not bad. It's good because I understand anybody can decide to compete 1,000 cross 10,000. But the truth is that sometimes technocrats in here money because it helps the discourse. Because I say then obia engineer engineer be all signing or appending this kind is being shielded because at the end of the day on him say idea when you big count politician is influencing you to add more figures. but Asemba you are exonerated. But that is why integrity check. Chroma saying people have licenses. We they revoke your license. Until people set up. There's nowhere nurse would decide to cut corner just to favor you. So we'll be so petramol into no payam and say or petramol brow brain and you won't participate for the rest of your life. Those are some of the things. So I think the president did not help by going there to sing solo praise. So get out of Makwata singing and solo praises. Say I mean your mona maye into yamfa praising in your mom. Those are marks of an ungrateful leader. Leader there appreciate the trajectory. One of the most beautiful things Akufo-Addo's name is mentioned. Remember at the point that I even had to give Atamels an award. Or medals we go on normal. Okay, and I saw Atamels Benusu became very huge. You see, we've seen leaders and how they operated in Ghana and care bridge gap. But it looks as you see a year more. And just like Captain Smart went about it, you do baby is comparing is not bad because if you don't have a basis, there's no point in preaching it. But the truth is that giving yourself so be a 41 to be a 42, so I'm better than the person. There's always a problem with that because the country was given to you before because people felt that you were lagging behind and you needed to run. You see, and coming from somebody you went to hire a private jet, charge $15,000 an hour, so £15,000 an hour, to now go to a ceremony and say that I value for money and protecting the public purse. He wants to give his wife salaries. Allowance is somebody about that. Salaries. People now begin to question the rationale that the people you talk to, how do you convince them that you are protecting the public purse? You understand? At that point, it makes good judgment. And even in all this discussion, I don't think that Temale, we've constructed 3 interchanges with 260 million. Temale has not been completed. And I don't think that the other one he mentioned too, I don't think they are nowhere close.
Yeah, but I say or the enemy answer. We
have constructed. We have constructed.
I say indeed 289 million has been used by the Akufo-Addo government to construct.
Which is not true.
Unless I'm interchanges.
Unless I'm lost in Ghana.
And Tamale
Sano hydro deal about COVID, the job is still there. And you see, sometimes that's why I think the journalists should do that extra work too for us because it's a written speech. We know what happens in some of these speeches. Sometimes they don't mean them. Sometimes plagiarize. Fine, but I've seen the videos. I have the video. It's a beautiful one. I mean, Ghana, we are getting there. We are but Temale, I'll stand still. You've not finished them, and I will be used in part. I will accept that word. Maybe fine, like I say, anyway. But we no, and as our prudent management, so it's not seen in this government. I mean, with all apologies to him, say, we could be private jets number phone panka. Okay, no, I could modest one be there to continue. So prudently, you are managing our resources, but you decide to go for the most expensive one, justified by somebody that the old one doesn't have a shower. That you couldn't make alternate arrangements.
So you feel Captain Smart is justified?
Yeah, that
is he not being unnecessarily hard on the president or the government, or you think?
I don't think so. Sometimes but that's it. But wait there, that's the truth. Say we will be making a mistake if you keep referring to that the Mahama administration or let's measure him. That's why the comparison is good. You need to compare. You can't sit back and say heart is good when you can't mention what Kotoko is doing. Okay. But it looks like it becomes a low bar that politicians are taking us for granted. That is why Baako demonstration face the country by NDC by go and do it. I mean, the two of them are taking us for granted. In Ghana, for standard now is beyond. That's why I'm happy a school of thought said that we are not politicians. You will not join into your own way. You bear your dear no pabra. But what many Ghanaians and so you might not get the crowd. But even 10% of what NDC was able to raise now, it will bring that impression that Massa, there are a world chunk of Ghanaians they vote on issues and they can make the difference. That's the direction we are looking at. So as far as I'm concerned, that whole idea as a civil engineer and what the president said there, for me, it's a bit shallow as far as I'm concerned.
Kaluja, and are they? And now dying. Now when I be down, Jane. Okay, Kasa, it's you.
Put me down, Jane. Put me down, Jane. Put me down, Jane. Kaluka, can you bad? Hey, now won't pay me money. Oh, maybe
senior minister. Constitution amendment on
credit in when mama who say the obey take credit in tina buying be juma Ojaha obi ba on person beto aso.
Na person de kono.
Yeah, entina Ghana is suffer no.
Yeah, suffer no because housing project here gugu nrema you know we kwakwa obi 10%. Just
because Mahama na NDC for the budget say yeah start here and then MPP because we say yes we
yeah Ghana force can say we dey ade am on no it's high time say a friend saying parliament no omunye constitution say president bi akra free so a project bi obey no enya mandatory so wa beba no you have to continue that same project because you may scan ko waste sir when am che no some must my thumbs up because ask film say when I start here we what I say now so about baby at least when the credit is due no as a money call yeah you are all the same people and political ideologies dividing and say oh what banner say what by baby be no we know be about you have to give credit where credit is due and yes sir Musoriana because more political unity let me say Ghanaian politicians you know always when we come and sit down over here to talk they always take their friends political party first before Ghana but before they should know say Ghana should come first before them and the scanner say the more scanner
I wish you send Ghana ni bia beti asesa if we understand it that way we hold them responsible and accountable Oman fa Ghana dina nko population na you na obi ani ho beba mbosia ne bo na makwa akoba na wetia na uye na so waye wie a osika scanner ide aye you know ekwan no enta change na odi ye no osika chiro boss ne wie a na kra be be sika kra o kan kra bia na oboa etutu boss ne ye ko ye hwem so scanner o kan ya pam but say oh share on the other aspect of isusu dia nka why adio because me ansapa no betu the 289 aye dia na say Mahama the 260 year baako
na say o compare in that aspect ni dia na say value for money no ono why ade kakra che o che Mahama but no judgment
ni say environment compare we say Mahama nya de ntine pam no
that low standard now they compare people say or incompetent now compare we the incompetent and say you are the same level pecking una mention it what we want not to do ni say ono nya the scanner or the man to no wie ni miensa no obebi scanner say depreciation so appreciation number scanner more then begin to know say that's more can no credit. But say Osafuma for the Omati say or a statement say political affiliations and they Ghana for no to I can say the here and Omayeno say una start you una we and then they were able to open the traffic for Ghanaians to use it and that's the most important
the
beneficiary no and one wow there any amount me say if Jessica na fire dey mine do ko obi scanner the koya dey no nche say scanner odia one am be chem they should take this away from my mind say every time you maybe am Ghana no mo dey credit ni ma political party ni o money ni wa muni ho one am be no that's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line.
Just 30 seconds. I hold a slightly different view. Where I agree is that, I mean, national policy, I see national policies where will be by saying the Ghana within the next 10 years, 5 years, it will be bad. Then America's on because they are fine, can have your own policies, but there's a national policy being said to better the lives of Americans. But Osafuma in this case, where I disagree, is it's in power. He should have known better than going to Pokwa say they have a written speech to give all the praises to themselves. I mean, Kalusha maybe I share from that direction. He's a presidential, he's a senior advisor. The money was procured under a previous government. And now do on that's one mention everywhere that is good. I mean, when did the Sabmafu know this? And one of that's why we say Ghana no, you said the entire changes there. Then why did you decide to go there alone? That's why I give you an example that N1 there and Akufo was brought there. Near there. Why I agree to you today? Affordable housing near there, and NDC Bamwan to Aso. Into Munina and all them but or Sabmafu should not play the purists in this discussion. If we two are they are still in power.
But no, it's irrelevant to debate over who takes credit for Pokwasi interchange.
Because they almost come that jump somebody.
He didn't. Wankase ebia it should favor MPP or NDC. Or say who here say debate
the purpose of the interchange.
You see, where we say we should build camaraderie. Say we do the right thing. That okay, this project was initiated by this, and we have completed here in a serious discussion for history. You don't sit back and say, okay, you see, I didn't know. You see, that is where I hold the of power.
With your programs, weekend course or Ghana, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
yes,
into Sunday, politicians
because the truth is there that somebody procured the money, you came to build, and we should hold that one. That's why we are journalists. Is it true that Obi Kas okay, we procured the money, we did some initial designs?
Yeah, I think you already made that.
No, that but I say Otap in power and saying now, I disagree with him. He should rather build a nation based on the reality talk Nyanka. As we say, we can't verify, but once we can verify and he's still in power, only power the major to say is playing the role of an elderly statesman. But when our advise the president say when we go and make some of these speeches, make sure that it's written in the spirit and the letter. You don't go there and abrogate all to yourself. And the only time you mention is that Mahama they say yeah, na say. But you know this kind of then the one boss. I think at 78 no, we expect a lot of languages or can even say unified country no. Rather than to go and throw a jab, what commission there no, you decided to leave everything out, but go and throw a jab that hey, 369 a year way, but that is not a nation I want us to build. I want a speech that will give credit where it is due, but we came to continue and complete. Yes, Anna, the country will be more divided. But some of his position is that he's still in power, so he can change what the narrative rather than decide a cool year, then you come and sit on it and give. He's not acting as an elder statesman for me, as far as I'm concerned in this discussion.
Yente Kweku Baako, Kweku Baako has been in the news. A plus is we trying to track Ghana for bet is in fear during we trying to track Achepa. Social commentator and political activist Kwame Asare Obeng, widely known as A plus, says veteran journalist Abdul Malik Kweku Baako Jr. is the opposite of what has long been propagated about him. According to him, the editor-in-chief of the New Crusading Guide newspaper is nothing short of a liar who has been lying to Ghanaians for many years. When we were growing up, this man called Kweku Baako was our mentor, such a shameless old man who has thrown dust into the eyes of the many people for years because they don't read. This man has lied to a whole nation for over 40 years, A Plus wrote on Facebook. His outburst follows some comments made by Mr. Kweku Baako in regards to the viral warning letter issued to activist Ibrahim Mohammed, popularly called Macho Kaka, by the Ejura police days before he was murdered. Now, Kweku Baako in the said video no say Macho Kaka letter no a fake. In fact, Kweku Baako mi ankaza kura mi share a nama esad kakra say journalist of his magnitude and repute. It's me babontin openly. Ena Kweku ye obi a said the A plus can ye mu bebre ye nyini beti ni din. I'm starting with you, Kalusha. Now, Mame audio no now the take akra
to stop his work. Instead of cautioning those individuals to refrain from intimidating and threatening Kaka in the exercise of his constitutional rights as a citizen, the police rather issued a warning letter. This is also fake. That warning letter was fake.
Was fake?
Completely fake. I mean, you're a lawyer and you're very experienced. See, is this the police letterhead? Did they use the coat of arms? This, did they use it?
Okay.
Coat of arms.
The
police have a different coat of arms.
The camera highlight this
symbol that they use.
Yesterday. Let the camera highlight this. Okay, so we are being told that this is not.
Some of the viewers.
This is not from the police, and that it is
this
fake.
issue came up before the committee.
I didn't watch, but
have we been written?
But the police
is supposed to have been signed by
the letterhead doesn't contain the
superintendent
of
police, CID form number 106. Then there is a stamp. Superintendent of Police, Ghana Police Service.
And the reason why
it's a lie.
Is it? And the letter is.
This is the police.
Superintendent of Police, Ghana Police Service, Ejura.
This is police. This is what they use on all their phones.
Right. Okay. So let's have the camera come on this. is it possible that in some of the communities, a police officer or the police may have something like this and use it? Do we have the police coming out to deny that this came from them, since it came out long ago on the 15th of June? I don't remember anything like that. Yeah, okay.
I checked with the Director General of the CID.
Director General, okay.
Yes, I sent this to him. This is about 10 or some days ago.
Okay.
And asked him to authenticate this for me. And he came back, said, first of all,
okay, then he would have checked with the people.
In fact, and I even said something which I don't think they've done, that they should encourage the Ashanti Regional Police Command to issue a disclaimer.
And they haven't done this all this while.
Yes, but this is a fact. All the police investigative.
Could there be a reason they haven't done that?
But this would be huge misconduct if indeed this is emanating from the police, and this is something that must be dealt with.
Anything is possible within the police. They issue all sorts of letters.
Maybe yes, maybe. But you see, this. Why would the police want to?
Why I say that is that, yes, like I said yesterday, we were discussing this issue. I said, look, I have seen it, but I can't authenticate it. And we have people who actually sent in messages to the effect that the police were confronted with this at the committee.
Yes, the committee meeting.
Yes.
The committee hearing.
The police confirmed that the guy was filming police things.
No, that they wrote to him. That they wrote to him. Yes. Yes.
See.
Yes.
So where is the signatory?
Committee meeting. I think this was confirmed at the committee meeting.
No,
right.
What I'm saying is that I get all the things you're saying about letterhead and all that. But it appears that the letter,
let's do it this way.
Be confirmed by the police.
If my production team can quickly search through the
police,
the hearing with the Ejura police.
Yes.
And about this particular one.
They agreed, they signed this.
Yeah, they gave a reason.
And it's on police coat of arms.
Okay.
It's not done.
So a police officer just sent me a message that it is an accurate letter. That's the logo they are using.
Logo?
Yes, they are using at Ejura. That's what he tells me.
It's different from this.
Yeah, that this is what they are using.
Okay.
All right.
I will authenticate. The director of CID told me it is fake.
Right. Because my suspicion is that the reason they may not have officially come public to deny it is that it is in fact true. And the committee hearing, I think we should look for that.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. If it turns out to be so, I will retract and apologize. Duly. I have no difficulty. But at least 10 days ago, I checked with the Director General of CID personally, and I have his answer here on my phone, who told me this was not authentic, and that they don't use the coat of arms, and that this is their symbol, the one I showed you. So that's on the basis on which I was proceeding.
Okay.
If it turns out that the Director General misinformed me, I will take responsibility for articulating it here, communicating it here, and duly retract and apologize.
All right.
Until then, I hold up my fire.
Okay.
Now let's proceed.
Mop up quickly. You said you needed to come back before I went to Oliver. Yeah, quickly.
On the relative to the letter, the police warning letter.
Okay.
As I indicated, I did my checks, the highest level, in this case the Director General of the CID, and he assured me that it was fake and gave reasons for why he thought it was fake. No name of the specific officer, no reference numbers, and then most importantly, the use of the coat of arms. Now I'm being told here that at the committee of inquiry, the Jura police authenticated it, which is in sharp contrast with what the CID boss had said.
And police officers also say they use the two interchangeably, the coat of arms and the police logo.
Yes, that's what you are telling me now.
Yes.
And then Kwame Sapon-Sidu has also told me he watched the proceedings himself, and that's
there are many like him who have confirmed it.
To that extent, even though I've asked the CID boss to respond, he hasn't. I would at this stage retract and apologize relative to. I didn't seek to misinform or disinform. It was based on information given to me at the highest level of the CID.
Kweku Baako speaking on Joy News File on Saturday with something Ayeneni, and then of course Randy Abbey being present. 3 great journalists. Samson, now a lawyer. Kweku Baako, the man we all grow to know, to hear. The astute Kweku Baako, record holder, breaker, researcher. And then Randy Abbey, now also Randy, yeah, say now. No, $100, but anyway. Yes, I'm not a Black Meteors management committee chairman. I call Nigeria. My journalist, my 100 anyway. Kalusha, let me start off with you. Kweku Baako was very, very, very authoritative, saying, "Say, police for letter, macho kaka yaka. We've read the letter here near day. A fake on the basis, say logo no coat of arms, any police for logo." But I see CID Director General and catch him. But my question was, Kweku, should he have been so direct and say an authority say a fake, because the police he is saying CID Director General. But Kweku Baako yobia yenim so on top of issues. Intinka hearings here because or your newspaper. Nka hearings because so adwure ko betie ni nyina even untimi nya adage kra. You make sure they record it for you because mo the segment eba mo newspaper mo. It's a little surprising. Wama kwame plus enya akwanya atutu bia man ne say first na Ghana for na yenkan na yenyi access we twa ntrachire ya che. Do you buy into that?
No. Kwame plus no moral rights we on what with me can be searching.
Some moral rights na mo come into.
No, there be
moral rights.
There be no Kwame so so come say yesterday na we are between mistake in the research or one way the other. When I'm chenu. E bia no e bia onya kwanhwe proceedings ni bi. And now on one say asem na ban on top hierarchy no. Say our policemen they are not on top of their game.
I don't mind then. Police
police now your police director no be more information. Now my control information say coat of arms ne police logo. And I'm with the judgment you know.
No, Kweku Baako CID director catch and say omo use coat of arms, omo use police logo. And now another police officer texted Samson from a jura say omunja a coat of arms news. They use both interchangeably. Tomotimi use coat of arms and they can use the police logo.
So then in that sense is there or not the police no director nankasa. He doesn't even know what goes on in their no job now director umuno. Obi so director we dwuma bi mu. You should have everything on your fingertips. What am I saying? Whatever goes on, you have to know. And to all police officer near baby so as man now say a fake the pakon so a program and no beka say a hear that information or that program.
But don't you think I agree with the point you are making, but don't you also think that Kweku should have done further checks, especially hearings are so ayaton safre police for no committee enim ama police for mo adwura akoka mo na mo de letter we ma macho kaka police for na jatum and then Omako hearing na wie now betina national television so ka say let any faker. Isn't it a contradictory to Kweku Baako? We know that Kweku is always on top of issues.
On top of issues at times when say a man will do maybe he wanted to do and used to experience. Instead of say gather information. So let me go to the source. Maybe I'm a director.
But the source wasn't even the CID director. I said because a specific police station. And no more yard, no. Ntiade one for jura, even if you wanted to ascertain one quite jura direct.
So arguing in some way in says on a person. I don't know, cannot person so authentic. Say,
okay, say, I did we see was it Interior Minister and I can't say Bisa Police IGP also Nimpono Sunday a picture command on the other.
Let me say, the phone or more party are not on top of your game. No matter see or Ghana, no. Almost kind of there are some issues here. They should be on top of the game. So a minister, interior minister, and defense minister, no. SSI ministry requires Muguno because some go for no. They go for keep them update. Update on the mom crown or to be fetch because I even as intelligence to be a defense minister now interior minister no. We will be I mean, and no maybe about regency now. That's only a brief from them.
And again, I think, sir, I agree with everything you are saying, except, sir, Kweku can make mistakes. Sure, don't say for Kweku to even say, sir, police CID director catch and say letter no yeah fake no I use logo ni bi for him to think say letter ni fake no or say or catch am say nko issue disclaimer Ashanti Regional Police Command issue disclaimer. So you wait for them to issue a disclaimer as a journalist and say okay, this is the letter we have. I say Machuka, but the police has come out to say CID director no crime can't hear or new personal conversation, private conversation. In this sense, we have not verified. So on new Dinkoma, but we are trusting Kweku. So on any Dinkoma, but on any Dinkoma, should Kweku be the somewhat reported kakra say I stand to be corrected, but CID police no crime amamanya and TSA it be a letter no. And your police phone at the mind, no cry and China who some no the encoder. But he spoke on authority, said the letter is fake. Even when Randy and Samson were trying to tell him, say, the letter is in fake, he stood on his conversation with the CID director.
This is source now information. A whole director, CID director or investigative unit. Now there are some back. Now me pay verification my baby kana one information. Who else is somebody in Nigeria? John Cohen, because if you say that
myself 70 see
but no be in mindset no obi so me call me nya from the director no but you have go to the source.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And moreover, where there have been a hearing, police for number testify. I'm Ghana for nyina share. Not a whole Kweku Baako missing that a whole no
this one there when condemning it was totally flop or mistake here. I saw one year the thorough investigation.
Kweku Krante say I saw a Unity Radio. You need producers bebree. I know there he has workers chereo.
Absolutely. When you do diligence to the course of the program, on a channel, I know I saw didn't experience quite but come here plus so that's not giving the guarantee.
Yeah, hold on, to moral justification.
Say, be I need thorough investigation or my make blunder. Oh yeah, it shows one day. Now you condemn say 40 years now. We told us a good penny for that one in there. I could not agree with Kwame Plus. In as much as it will be there to us women, will be out in the short force. What could I or nipa? What I'm saying? I want to investigate the journalism. Say be quiet on our back crack and take
okay, guys, that's some now.
Yes, the euro see no man right now. He cannot do it.
Larry King until his demise, he was still working.
Yeah, but this one the Kwaku floppy here. Because director no
me no I am in Kweku Baako that we know here and say important because so now nims are discussions on that topic on such a prime show. Now when to me no basing the argument only on the director and come out or see on energy.
Yeah, I heard that in the flop here totally because I should have said
now me more example to say George Floyd issue is see Ugo Biza manager Vincent head of police department into house or localize BB anti area na see no local police no handle case na so federal prosecutors na they have to deal with the local people because mo na SMC into na me expect say a journalist of Kweku standing there he should have contacted the Nigeria police and moreover one also encourage CID say on you doing comments had your issue disclaimer. Police hasn't come out to say to issue the disclaimer. Into you Kweku going out boldly to say the letter is fake. Now I bear the spokesperson for the police. Meanwhile, the letter is faker. Police for no necessary mono bab until you can say if you are checks HSA. Oh no why is safe but he was speaking on authority. That is where Anameme feels that.
Ghana phone say because of that this political appointments, most of them conform appointing to head certain they are not on top of their game because of political because man or buy because affiliated to MPP and then I have shock man because this is a clear indication a clear
no CID is a one CID director say Tiwa yeah, TWF.
Until we CID
got promoted into
we CID director. Now you're doing brief year, you don't know what is going on in your various 10 16 regions now. Now what sort of CID director are you?
Okay, yeah, move on. Into You disagree with Kwame Plus? Kwame Plus only moral justification to contract over 40 years.
Yeah, but wait, this one day, he got it wrong. Research journalism, this one there, or flop it totally because on the one source there, me so yeah.
To feel say A plus is more
the caveat. The one source but the issue the caveat. That one wasn't good enough. Because just say, and penny phone idea, man, share from Musano Crown, both defense. Interior Mukrano, and conform brief form intelligence crown. Omokana motel, Fashikas on Motil, no, Omopana. I don't think they mean brief them to see what is going on. And both Accra and one crime say, Accra, Honor, Motiana, a young Accra busy. But other ranges in there, I don't see, say, Omokwa. Omo edin komo bia no edman omo ye na bia biara so person no edman na say oh yeah police director there you have to be on top of the game we BSc
CID director am akwaku akohwe asa I'm go manager na manager vanga kranka na your other hot topics now but before that my main message we Pius Hayford say the best way for Kweku Baako to have verified that letter was to contact the Nigeria police. I totally agree. But he called the CID head rather. This is what he has been doing for years. Go and collect information from the political party he benefits from to confuse everyone. This is a terrible journalistic practice. It's shameful. I think Pius Hayford has summed up the whole thing. I think Kweku that I know that we all grow to admire. Because the issue happened at Nigeria. Why contact the CID director? And if the police feel the letter is fake, the police should be the people to come out and say the letter is fake. Manager, Kakra, they can't move on. Yeah. Pius na exhausted. I think that Pius
Pius is an astute architect. What about America? I mean, a UK man.
Yeah, I like his piece.
Yeah, but because that's all I wanted to say. I mean,
well, you were
yeah, for A plus, I mean, he couldn't have said it any better. Because for me, I shared those sentiments. When it came to men's gold, you see, for the first time, you had a journalist who was deep. That's why I like Randy, who insisted, and let's verify on the show. He would have gotten away with it. Or making some of these blank statements, then he walks away because it's fake, is this. Because you needed somebody to with counter information. I know what, it might be fake. We agree that by more professional standards, this is a fake letter, but is it emanating from their source?
Letter, see something, you are a lawyer.
Yes.
Look at these two logos.
Exactly. I mean, this is what the man lives by. For 40 years, is this not what he lives by? My question from source. Num diabetes now, my checks, my intercepted. I did this. Sometimes not signed documents. Or a senior journalist. And this time around, this is how journalism should be. Or can we are because men's gold. Or send the checks shares a men's gold customers and do 4,000. I'll give you that audio. The personal checks shares they are not enough to even do anything. But later realized that over 10,000 way, my friend Obi Mekayana, she didn't want to push him. Because I have my personal checks. Sometimes you rather end up confusing the whole bunch. Say, at the end of the day, at the end it's Jura. You see, and with babies, that's what's the rationale behind to rationalize the fact that Kaka did not die through political activism. That's why he's doing this. Yeah. That's why sometimes I vehemently disagree with Kalisha on it. That's but that's why you're having a show. Yeah. Disagree. I didn't say I hate him for it. I disagree. Yeah. I mean, we can disagree to agree. I don't think it's offended. He sees it as a very good point in Pope. You are not holding that show. A divergent opinion. Because at the end of the day, when the thing happened, police, just like you guys are saying, you need to contact them. Say my first checks. It's good to contact the CID. You've taught a lesson that Charlie let be at the more Navy police we are. These are little things you check. It should have a reference number. It should have a logo and answer police crest.
Now they have me cry umukesi and say, then Kweku Baako Ampa. Now say he's been kind of giving us information because are they hearing alcohol? And I mean to say there's a national hearing televised.
You see, he had an agenda, so he had to skew it towards his own agenda.
You think he has an agenda?
He's always had an agenda. I mean, that is why you're the interest because for me, like A plus is saying, some of these things, what do you hold to benefit? Like you said, Koso, but you are there's a fake. The police never issued a letter. And why do you say those things? You see, who might
have created that letter to put it out to?
You see, you send it in a personal ambience to convince you and bully you.
Yeah, so a CID director,
exactly,
and you top of
all police, or a senior journalist, since your is privy to information. Okay.
So your summary then, just
I think it's a reality check, and I think all journalists now should learn that act. That about issues are you interrogate it further, not that Kweku Baako Akentino. Because sometimes or can. Let me give him that praise too. I think that he did a matured one that I agree that when we say with him, he apologized for life to go on. Some people will insist and make the whole bring bedknobs and broomsticks. But only the
crossing the source, no.
That's the maturity that I admire. For that maturity there, it's unparalleled. 99% of Ghanaians and people will not.
So that makes you think that A+ was generalizing too much because of one mistake, or you think A+?
40 years is too long, but the sentiments, my Rollins here and the sometimes it takes a bigger part of him. Because I've listened to him. I think that his personal biases sometimes influences line of thought, and then I had wrong. But I mean, you can't take it away from him that he's a critical thinker. That's what I love about him. Assembly to say cry, or to me, I convince the other side. Yes, that is what he has that you can't take away from him. That he's critical when he sits on a show with an avid or astute. Sami Jemfumuni idea now to move and knowledge depth in idea, you can't run away from it. But he needs to use this as a watershed moment that sometimes that's one.
To know that the young guys coming up are on our guns.
Exactly.
We are reading aloud.
One check.
We are monitoring issues.
I deal with
Kalusha is happy.
You see, he could have taught a very great lesson. And Kadi the time minister, a very good lesson that you know what, Uko police station and more letter. These are features to look out for. And so do court any problem. Because it's possible that this letter, the reality is that all the court and stand it. But the point is, it came from their quarters.
I best stand it. Once the letter was signed and they says officer in charge, what court will do is they will go to the police docket and find out when and what duty on this day. And now the court can issue a warrant to get the information from the police.
It's okay, but Okabibi said for the police, for them to have authenticated it, it should have a reference number. It should be signed by a person because they don't believe in that way. Like he gave features. I've learned from it. Maybe like I said, we the police letter from Ghana.
No, we understand. Also, the whole issue about that letter now, now police funded the kaka.
Yes.
Just to stop his activism. That is the whole thing.
Me say it's better
than Exactly. They didn't think
that is where to Omo camp. The police there should be neutral and protect every citizen.
When will Ghana learn? Do the parliamentarians think and bring any new ideas? It's that simple. Set up a non-partisan council of national policies who will decide the next 100 national policies that will help move the country to the next level. These listed policies will be followed by any government that comes to power. In this case, we will have one national agenda instead of political agendas that are not followed to completion. Total waste of country's resources. Okay. Scott, na me say Safuma for issue no now message here related to the so music assembly there. But Manu, quickly, your time ninti.
Yes.
I'm in Famana Kalusha, I'm in Famana, will be about 5 minutes running through the stories. Chief Justice Akoto Ampaw, I think you've read the story.
It's all to me, the time it's a comprehensive one.
No, but it's a running story. In the end, just to give a glimpse of
what is really happening. I mean, it's an interesting one because there's a choice somewhere. I wanted to.
Chief Justice. But Akwano admit he said no. Your friend is saying
no solicitor.
Ogyeedom Kwesi Atta VI na accuser no. A client.
Oh yes, sir. No call general legal counsel. Say Akwano de ne ka $100,000. Or say man 100,000, so or 300,000.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, or maybe you can run the story by instance for yes, no name and twice on you.
Mami nchiro
yeah. What the time in Chelsea? These are winning time. Time in Chelsea.
Okay. The attorney said a client claims me summary no. We don't want to go. Client claims his lawyer suggested he paid an amount of money for some ways and means. The lawyer has, however, denied the claim. The case is before the General Legal Counsel. In Tiabusa for assembly in said Chief Justice Ghana Chief Justice Kwesi Yabua.
And the reply on no ball lawyer when the boy need to open my running and that young question.
Yeah, because Chief Justice Kwesi Yabua. Any lawyer
chief for way one
any lawyer your friend said Akoto lawyer Akoto Ampaw.
No, I think
and I bo mudi our statement Kwesi free fa. Kwesi free fa of O&A legal consult. address to this different committee of the General Legal Council in which Afrifa alleges a client Ogyeedom Kwesi Atta the Ogyeedom the sixth, Kwesi Atta the sixth, once told him that Chief Justice had demanded a bribe of $5 million for a successful outcome of his case. $5 million.
You see, the point is that Ogyeedom chief no for Gomua
area.
No, on the Ghana Telecom case. No, I do Supreme Court. No, Kofa Kwesi Atta VI on Sherman.
Onye the lawyer.
Onye the lawyer. And Ogyeedom 300,000.
I know your services.
Consultancy services. And that chief ne say we money kasun 200,000 or ways and means amano.
$100,000.
At ways and means.
So to ways and means as you
bribe
the way through the my judges exactly. Prosecutors na just charges na bia na ye kata bi so na yi bi film na ebu bia
no Ogyeedom no sisi an waji case na finish him no they are
osi oji sika ma mi fa do show osi the 100,000 man no and na ohun say 100,000 no one fine nya de o ka so de koye
yes
and oji case ni finish some the man nada and or the man say ONA right
Akoto Ampaw mo
or the man ONA and na akwa no ho say maza me $100,000 famisi kama me eno oka say the comma Chief Justice ni Akoto Ampaw mo now dia amama winning case no but $100,000 na je wan fanye eno so atuemu $25,000 75 no famra no emai ena fe
oni na GLC Ghana Legal Council say
Ghana Legal Council
wa throw letter chief na throw letter come Legal Council ne say omunye wo munje ni sika ma no actual reply ama omo say this is what really happened
o say eyampa say of a case on a lawyer but I see can the no correct
yeah no in the council but you do baby no beka chair and say case no all year no na dan for the Chief Justice but Chief Justice say obedia man no but like on man $5 million as bribe now on changing the Legal Council to Akoto Ampaw no mundi case no no Ogyeedom say sadia na sha some person be no say okay sadia obeye na kwan ka che sadia refund ni sika ma no say sadia obeye refund we na ma no ni 300,000 na ma no nothing to do one ka bribe na say 300,000 no so the kwa Chief Justice in sadia converting into dollars $50,000 na nko no betu anti ohonum no one man 25,000 wom nti aka balance of no also man 10 no man 15 nti aka balance of 10,000 or no 60 or the chief nika 10,000 or the baba man but what makes this an issue is that Ocho no rejoin that no say na kwa say Afrifa no betche no say Ghana Legal Council you told the client that 100,000 to go and do ways and means is against the ethics of law. Well, no can say 100,000 that he cannot. I sure that he's paid him 25,000 already, but it's the legal fees that he took from him, not the amount, because the man is saying that he's closer to the Chief Justice and Obowedi Crading Womb, Abu Janapo near there. He's closer to them. So no more can say on for case no. Chief Justice say with the medium but major $5 million, but use Akoto Ampaw. In turn, I'm issue na be case, but some say chief no so quickly arbitrary rejoinder. Ghana Legal Council one pom free omo man letter say sanka Afrifa na a reply no it should be given to Jabo no chief no so reply chief no die or the chinya no so akwacho rejoinder say onim Chief of Justice will be bia ohun ne da onfa ne nikosu ehun no
so who's the Chief Justice who ya ba say
exactly but who chief is so ya masters of law UK Lancaster who ya law na one so permanent so point is always lurking around the Supreme Court. Now you are prepared to pay 300,000 for a litigation. She should tell you that. I mean, that is the page we are now. So Afrifa is also accusing the man that you told me that. Also,
catching so in politicians.
Yes.
And Chief Justice. Afrifa say, I know I say Afi also Abeka say, Majis can say
100,000 say me the
Chief Justice because already you told me say. You know all these big politicians.
And how come Chief Justice has even said man $5 million.
Just like you said, no. So sorry, let's leave it hanging.
Yes.
Because more will unfold. Legal Council will do their own.
I see the lawyer on the case. It will make it interesting. But like you said, Ghana Legal Council, you say no. After number free case.
Yes.
Because the truth is that Afrifa need defy might lose his license.
Yeah.
So and for him to also implicate a big man like the Chief Justice and Akoto Ampaw, a lot of repute.
And Ogyeedom Kwesi Atta no say I've never met the Chief Justice.
Before, only from a distance.
A country that strives on bribery allegations, you know, what I say, from a place, from a judiciary, from
now me guys I'm punching. Anas video mponchene ba no ntinka sa niema kura especially within the judiciary nketo betwa
opo sa on my according sane de na my say nya radical reform bi na say young guys
radical reformation
revolution is of revolution
yeah because
reformation and I was a revolution. I say reformation.
Radical. How will you do it?
I say.
Let's say to abomination before.
There were different ways.
It's the same because what could judiciary?
Man is just by the Bible. I'm asking how will it happen because you have a chief justice, you have a president, so they are doing the job. So radical how from who?
No, say fix the country for us. Sorry, I mean the youth is now.
Public service, the same thing. So money and the same be money more.
Let's evolve. We can't evolve now. Evolution, the US, and they evolve.
Quickly, first and Duka say.
Yeah, Mireku Duka. I mean, I think the headline is a bit misleading, but also I can say.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I don't know how we link this.
But I'm getting some new information. Be say Sikano. Say no omutua dada o
allowances no omutua cabinet salary
no information amenya from finance ministry
yes
actually say sika no I say omutua bi dida office holder in the executive President John Dramani Mahama 2012 2013 2014 he pay 2016 over so no Jimmy fans almost 30,000.
Yes. So no reform.
President Vice President Amisa Atta 14, 20, 22, 24 and then 26. Yeah. My fans 27 by the time he was leaving office. First Lady Lordina Mahama 2012 need to 11,500. 2013 17,073 Ghana cedis. 2014 18,780 and at 2016 22,724.
Yeah.
Second Lady Matilda Amisa 2012 11,340. 2013 16,848. 2014 18,533 and then 2016 22,425.
I don't know for 2017 number, so they don't pay them again. It would have brought an interesting picture because him said this one was institutionalized.
Yeah,
I mean, say
source
allowances.
Source Ministry of Finance.
No, but
2017.
There's no problem to it. Obianim some allowances that are. Security detail.
But then this is not allowance. 22,000, not just a scan. It's just because on the Kyei-Mensah-Bonsu bisa no. Okay, say
5,000,
2,000, 5,000.
That's why I told you senior John anyway, but they call it allowances, and I'm just saying we no friend salaries. Mom says
more reviewer to the point he say 20
they give them this money from for time in no liman way no they give them allowances sitting president yes
Kufo never Kufo Tuama and come was also Kufo Tuama Buzia
liman
any omo na omo yire nom am sana Buzia yire na what say.
Yeah, no, there's an interesting video. Okay, say former head of state who are not living and I say BB.
Yeah.
Well, which will make a bit of sense. Saying Bakroni Wa. Well, but that is where it is coming from. So where did they start? Are they saying Mahama started it? It will also be
this came out from the finance ministry because Mahama came out and condemned.
Yeah,
that's why he's saying
Mahama gave those allowances.
Mahama.
That's why I'm asking that. So
Pakwesi Misa na Mahama vice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Until from 20
that's why I asked you that. Did Mahama start it, which we are not aware. I'm only through a rhetoric in there say, yeah, can know, then we should know about Nadu Mills, we should know about Teresa Akufo. Didn't they receive any allowances from the ministry? Is that you see sometimes when and you're complete because it will help the debate.
No, won't say the make it's not about Nadu Mills AGB and now 1 GB. President Mahama spoke on the issue.
Yes.
And condemned it.
Yeah.
And said he will never support it. And this is why the sir and also opposition now and almost say this is what he did. No. But he's coming out to play double standard.
Okay. So this is meant to just counter.
Yeah, sir, I say Adiana about Akufo-Addo say Akufo-Addo no Mahama pay until so also formal committee is into 40 20 saying
yeah,
and then they 33 something.
Yeah.
What I say? Until they are trying to say, oh Mahama, oh how getting out of office almost 23,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
So now you turn around and say
your wife will not collect this money.
Yeah.
I wanted running. I'm part of my Bible doing so, but now he's saying with Genesis where we started paying now. No, saying the double standards in the show. And I'm just saying everybody knows that they were paying themselves a huge amount to be in the name of allowances. Now we make some person regularizing and they winning in Aba. But I agree in principle that Mahama said over 23,000 every month. The time you're living.
Almost by that time, no.
Yeah, sure. So back pay.
Almost deputy ministers by the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the normal deputy ministers.
Yeah.
Because this guy can do 23 no.
Yeah.
But this anyway, it's an interesting
or deputy minister
in the name of allowances. Now we person here and say we raise it ban on why the salaries to be paid near there. I will think it will be more interesting if you know all these things. But the democracy in Enyiba, as far as I'm concerned, that at the end of the day, these are some of the little nitty-gritty somewhere. Because truth is that why will you be receiving salary as a Ghanaian president there, then your wife should also be paid? You see, it's a very big area. That's why people begin to compare to the American. I don't know the ostriches in Ghana, the hypocrisy that is being played around. That Duka, if you say, will you only do on to me, say, about your mocha. He thinks we should give them allowances, but will you be happy if Lord Mahama will be sitting at Makola selling at somebody's store? I mean, why this vague example? So at the end of the day, Mahama just say what Bob Brands, what be president, and I say Makola ton where is it even denigrating? Is it not a job? Is that how you kept your own money? We need to streamline that. We don't have to make a I've listened to a lot of senior journalists who are in principle. I'm not against paying first ladies. I'm so disappointed. You should be against paying first ladies in Ghana. I mean, what are they doing for Ghana? We are a third world country. A developing country. Those who have developed they don't pay the women. So why will you sit down as a journalist in Ghana and be advocating that you should be giving them money when you couldn't just your money? So why are you not extending the cases to everyone? Even the MP not one, and the MP is scared. He's offering a service to Ghana. Are they not at one office holders? Don't they deserve a monument? Obi deserve a monument. Then young China Yeka. So if I'm rising to be an MP, a minister, non-MP, I mean, say but and yes, idea, why would the top two decide to abrogate themselves all the powers and start giving money to their wives? I think that is the bigger debate I see in rally. But fortunately, those who have a bigger voice than me, I'm a little potato, are supporting these nuances really happening in the system. I'm so much against some of these things. So let's be a foundation. You have the Rebecca Akufo-Addo Foundation. People give them monies. The maternal health care. We respect it. We expect so be a Lord in a Mahama Foundation. You go and give them money. You be a hole in heart. And as you say, we cancer, prostate cancer. So why your boss will make you see prostate cancer? Because a lot of men don't give a lot of sperms. Won't you? Chance on being a prostate cancer. So prostate cancer, not just a foundation. Lord in Mahama, so prostate. Then all of us will donate money to. Then if they decide to make you the president, then most can be. But for taxpayers' money to be given to first lady and second lady, I still can't think far. I'm seriously against that too. Even giving them allowances.
Mama, yes, they politicians. They always play a double standard. No more to a foot because so she now what's I'm because I won't try there. There's a assembly point. No, on this car, checks, scarcely neighbor. No, Pona de Biana make us a third force. I need to say.
Even now, Ogyeedom now, maybe the journalist should help us. Yet he
will come. The issue has just more will come.
Yeah, third force says in your third force. So Ghana, because these two political parties, among the infantry, we need too much. There be a someone on me, almost on me, I'm not saying sorry waka. Namuso me permanent omo adwumo do ametu mama no akonkan yenye bibi say Singapore wona me hye no Singapore ye bi na no yayi enoma atuma akoya ma Singapore say ye ka 10 fifth country in the world are riches are can be 5 countries what we are Singapore for committee radical change because these politicians they are just taking us for granted and it's made a year my foot man social media being your mom and find penny phone and set it up. When they begin to sit up, they do never going to take us for granted. They take it for granted for a long time. They say they overcome some now. Or be able to make a few, you know, they
first topic.
Chief Justice,
okay.
And then Chief Justice General. Yeah, say no, the minimum more will come from the Ghana Legal Council. So
all these stories are a running story.
Yeah,
they shouldn't die a natural death.
Yeah, President Mahama. President Mahama, then I've gotten transcription of what he actually said.
Yes.
Name it's
as time goes
on. Yeah, intermittently. Yampeke calls nibi. Yamfa sadaka sema big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon. Or boy asune Samas Trading and super cleaning services in Anochi Chrome Restaurant. And political discussions and also Danko Africa Market, KM Raf Roofing, Rashida Financial Services, and Aveno Women's Health Services. Phone in segment I di Bremen. Ebi lines are much marginal. Nabiam Barbering Salon. Nabiam Barbering Salon, Main Street, Brabe UT na honyefe, Otayechi, and Anochi Trading, and Anochi Cold Store, Omadaruma, and I de Jumedi di Bremo. Yemfa cross but your number 995 no start time. Ibrahim, my into 2 minutes, Yanko, pow. Back.
I mean, and they catch him in China with action. Maybe I'm with you, Yame in Shramo. Ghana, equivalent, Ghana, I see as my Omo Boyajima Kata. I'm one Mexican judgment foka by a Mampaniza Bara. I mean, Nona, and Young good things. Yancho Muka. Hey, I'm a penny for the no. Don't we know? President. So, I had a Saturday. I never seen me present on Banyabi. Many I am watching. On many name of the day. Now, Yancho Muka.
Ibrahim, you need to know time we ask for people from Toaso.
When you know, I am about Adibamia, Amuna, I have Ghana, Omuni Hagana, and a Saisi Omukufaba. Omuni Hagana, moving with the media. I did the form of female. Upon them, I'm going to
yeah, it's very true. Voice in here very bad. But your one and the number 38. One number 38, no. But your say our number 38. Say one Casana Misami one. And I am say my buffer was no. Me but your number ending 438 no to us my Africa President who are now daddy boat call Naraman Suko Yanko.
We got to be able to my family. Let me check with you for you now. Let me check the job with the deal with the Chinese war. I'm an enemy now. Okay, with the last we catch it out there. It's hard to young selling Casa, not yet deal of Mujituma. Empty DC, I now, upon the middle, I never quite had you what I do. I mean, you want me to want to say that they will come. Doesn't put an education for Mexico. Say a competitive champion to 2017 because it's a another business. All by one of the chassis. Or for some of the chromo bottom. Check my opinion or get to grow men in the theater. Because all men say, all men that show my opinion in the map. The entire said, yeah, or man in the airport. no who Makola in Chino Makola said, "Get your money in the didn't say in Jenica." Some say, I know what is I said, we pick up the Abraham and Grano. So we catch your home. And no more cricket. Oma penyu ko kama tukwa akitoko kwa so kekiti kwa kwa de kwa ne tikema wo na kitoko ma se o be billionaire kekiti kwa de o mo san for Africa but will you get some for Africa I hope you know se ba ga na minu ya bidare.
Okay, yada CP enu abema. Oh, daddy boy to line that drop. Raman to asuma me apom design.
The work is the great man, the commander of always Commander 1.
Yanko
Commander Baako.
Yeah, that's Yanko Binu Abema. Thank you, Mr. CP.
Siamina Kamisha Yankupon Kamona, now. I want to catch the Omani DNT, Yamen Kamona Bomb by, and through my town for me. Ebi awa pajun boni bia awo mu bia Nyankopon ensakrano opo mami kwanta no so opo mi bete mi buta o se aya dia no ye mame mi bete mi buta ne se Ghana for farm se ombe nuwa Ghana ma government workers no mu be kwa adwuma na ana Ghana for fan say Ghana for ma omuko school ombe jaro omuna kola no school ana because me do that say aduma ben na ya form ayo be ti omuka be ti oman no adura ide omani kabele omani kajado and then quality classroom omati form omunya kan konya kwantina quality bia free Timam for every amount for fire friend, amount for practical program, and the contractors are Omuya, Paya, and the Mamu that is not for the gate. So, some Mamuta buying says, Upatunia, Puria, airport to a contractor in here, and the contractor now moving in normally much is not as you do the bizarre contractor now. Mexica, 1 hour, they are 15,000 euros. Every Sarana, I, Montpellier, the foundation or the bois, because I'm Montpellier, not the DFPC, I don't know what Montpellier. I know I don't know political city. You have number one, son of one where you are number of fanatic, I Montpellier, I'm on the foundation. If you not Montpellier, cannot be yes, I normally have, and then bottom I am not for Sika. It is a miniature, we get them a penny, only and Sika or the board of the other two of the bottom of It matter, yeah, I'm from a penny and another area, I'm from Ajuma, and they are for Samira Baunia Ajuma. It is a moon and another for Majuma, or Mukona and another put the bottom of Yamuka, or Poyanko.
Yada CP, Abema Raman, thank you very much. My main father, next person, Daddy Boot Abasunji, Ulumama, 1 minute, another Daddy Boot in Korea. Now, because we're just watching a line drop. Daddy Boot Apom design.
International. I mean, it's also here.
I mean, we all basso now, so I can't take a line. Be my next time, mobile could detours. As I'm a catcher, my interview.
Mr. Makati, I am premier. I feel we go along into Kata Benamina, so yes, I'm cutting.
I know you do to hold in Tina now and take us. I was any part 5 was on 2 by the 6 person. In Tina, share Chiroho. I can only connect 5 calls at a time. To us, mammy.
Yo, mentia na mentia mbibi manyina na mentia wati for so aboafo mobu amajumadi ye free na kwanya na free omo omura di kai abe kasako nyina mentia mo no jam so mentia no omo mudi machi so mentia omo nyina obasinya east and west ye MP omo tiu den obo the boat fashion 18 wa international adrebi mentia tio Osei Chief Justice Akoto Ampaw named in $5 million bribery. Yes,
Osei.
Osei Chief Justice Akoto Ampaw named in $5 million. $5 million bribery allegation. Yes,
Yeah.
Now about say I've never met the Chief Justice. Yes, sir. Obi the next setting for. The NDC are not doing because
Daddy Boat, that story with NDC be that story has nothing to do with NDC. Obi no so offer or case with Ghana National Telecom and or they call court and offer lawyer and also the lawyer and say Chief Justice say only skasi mreno na omwa no win case no until we out the NDC be fra no we has nothing to do with NDC.
Who the guy? Timamu are in the airport. Almost Saka no, any Basabasano. More because of the and again, no more see why I forgot NDC news. Or the Akufo-Addo until the end. I MP slow now. Yeah, can watch them international. And then with sister station, we make a thing. I'm afraid MP be our Bamuna, Onya, Saka. And I'm afraid MP be our Bamuna and sound to one candy. And they put that in my candy. There's no Nimala, ever Jicana, ever boy. Or say, everybody you must try to look at it. Ukitaka, which no ever do that. That's in the day after. And if we said the other giving said, you know, Nima say a more car, ever boy. Also, no car. But when you are only the Baba will put to Juma, I will name Persiaco. So I do be a digital. Oh, I do be a digital. But your son is in the may more be a thing. And a teacher now, one teacher. That is for my day. Oh, be a Obi to be both on there, or in Chino. Obi number the area channel. It's a MP to the more fight here. And I'm only away about them, and I say, no, Mukajin, I let the question say, it's all that the wooden chair, no, about Yawa. Where Gasha is free. It's immediately. Can you name my Akufo-Addo now? And your politics is far and NDC or kind of craft. And I'm going to be on man. So the only my from Mukan, almost every for my mom. So that's how I need to be 94. But you won't block it room.
Okay.
You won't block it. People are the one you could have job. Put the job. What is the consider the main guy? That was our cat or the next gas.
Now, Okuja to say ono dia abaya parliamentarians no mo reject scano na aban ma mo kasa omo ankope omo loan wo bank ento card te say Ghana ni bia anti
ne bezo na omo je ka loan onya sabi nya say abaya na omo kwaje o ma de ne bezo na o je no.
That is also another question.
Well, then I did the show who your mind but don't rule like Africa, a second peaceful country. If you know how I am going only captains,
thank you. Yeah, that's so GD here because baby I Ghana one. Yeah, GD man into me man in Conanim. Oluma to assume me upon to say. Radini Edini and wedding pa.
Open Yamian who daddy goes, not sound on more program, no. Because some of you discussing, yes, some of us is program, no. Some of us are to copy some baby. If you move forward, you can't have to copy that. The machine is one and my year for you. I can't don't program, no kakra. The program kakra no stay discussing now, Manucho Nikalusha, and Oya na. Oba obe who the Obeka. Oba no the two who now can Okata, Okan 76 and 7 so any 9. Asema Oka Okofa and this bell for Limu. One can so contradicting what they important para a program and say be a consistent of the customer from the one I'm starting the program is to my consistent service in there. No condemn what gender some member campus, I can't for minimum way I can't for the last week, you offer what here is Canada MPs, maybe any emphasize cano and a friend saying, oh, my penny that, oh, my penny in it, and your man penny about your trader car, or one cars or cars out them. See, but Canama,
you bet you can my MPs media, and I can't find my or my penny. Any nobody a tree. Dan said the man, who said they are not fair, and it's Canadian. MPs will be able to obey and a minimum casa. That's the Yana casa. MPs maybe before Parliament. At times I are consistent. Let's just all contradictory or analysis. Many have a program and so. Uber won't say more weird or mocha. Opo Mami Chame Papa, the Godfather, Chama Kojago, Papa. May Allah Almighty shower His blessing on you and your family. Thank you so much. Mami Chame Papa, Mr. Danso, Papa, Yanko Posio, baby, I will be on. Opo, na Nuka Ube Yopu, Mahama, dear Babamu, Nanka Binim say. Opo Nanka Ube to my data, I'm not so. Nanka Yamia Mawachina, before Mumbra program, no one ya, a seminal Puma Sibia, to say the name of Nucho Cano. When you are seminal Puma Sibia with our seminal, say that here. The fear more of Pomaya, Makondamo Mahama, or never answers our day. You come with Janet from Columbia by Numbria, a Bayana, Uyana, can want them, and I'm all starting some more.
Ministry of Finance, source Nana, I Nania Cano.
Yeah, you are
sir, Abba, said, this
I'm saying, who's the name come away, but a buyer and the real with you, none come now with your father, senior journalist here. All my young condemn Mahama, there can say, Mahama can say, and I say Abba. And we are also Manucho Crack. Manucho Crack, no, Minyanenra. No, Assembly, no, my main clarified. I didn't Cassie say, what's a Cassie say? Manuchokra wanted to know, say, or free sono, or that's what you pay no. And now on Jim, exactly. Nobody has been conclusive. But what we are saying is, say no, no, say, and no assign back can say, dear, and then double standard. That's why we said it's a conditioner. From 17 aka sky dey more yeah almost say yeah that is almost say allowance no I don't mean pointing in house but if you know when allowance no mo dey but when you be more allowance no as I dey first day that is not how it's going to be. Kyei-Mensah-Bonsu say yemfa say sika say the mama me no 33,000 and your man 5,000 a month. Then the archive says the man money do 33 no for 4 years or 5 years number calculate and you say between allowance and separate we are supposed to say Lodina wo NDC wo power Lodina ultimate country say yamfa contract ankwankoto no office vice president here Mr. Tai ultimate country yamfa president I contract ankwankoto no office Rebecca ne ya president say one the GMP to form Rebecca's car na mwa Rebecca ibi omusa akoya akoma ote heno kwasika se wonfa endi 20th anniversary oposa okaya na nse ya wansem kwa
very well yeah
to opodi America ne say me de empenyumfo no omumwaye but oponya no na for now me ye de America kwakuba nyame ya no so na so mbe ebenya abutre wuramye but kwakuba akwa asem anamo ka no opo papa no please MPP ba power Kwakuba kwa ni nyina ye nim no no aso kwakuba kwa rolling sam ye tini tu wani kwa me kwa president constituent so gum nyina ye bo bu kano kre omu ye vote omu ye decisive omu slow do omu ye ba nanu se utie kenanse ya oni sabe jansi akwara ketwa we me sabe jansi kwa man sabe jansi kwa me ten more than 10 years and I me ten better 10 years but oni sabe jansi o Metro TV ko bunu wani ma support because PBS will defend it, and will defend it. If it's a you can shoot it, will defend it. Will defend it, I also, a first commission on the buyer, the president, law, a castle will defend it. What would he? That's the way, but the PNO one is over defend it. Who copies up and Cocoa, and not your family, Mr. Pakai, who will decide of it? Cocoa Consul will decide area, and Cobia and Common Quaseno. Bonus system saying in a joy FM, or how would you over no poor, if you know Moyano must throw it. Do be on the cup and the NDC power of me and Nadia, every consistent. ndc bapa wa na no opo na ma fidie no so na ndc ye bibi na mo fire enya da me ba ba attack mo da because when you consistent analysis mo afire abano recently mo fire na mo bi o NPP ni dia o tie mo bia no oni mo be fu because ade obi o pen no frɛ obi o pen no frɛ dey okay eti dey mo ya the thing dey oposa na I friends we journalist e so ye but ko kwa bi sefa program so a enko be we di no akọ but start say one man kwa when dey be ukọ no good morning Ghana so a one man kwa because onu as a journalist no so see ade no onim dey uka eti ko ba ko nim go so ko gu no hunyina no I so still so dependent government so dependent government obo enya sana asese ye because baby I want president and no nyam na ko no ko ba ko esi celebrate no ko ba ko legend ko ba ko nyani paketwa but we no ba be bota ma say
nyame anim no kure me yanzanjuro ni de but osha asa kwesi prata take NDC to ana Kweku Baako so take MPP to
opo salete
uti o mo analysis
yeah Akoto try to end this side and then Kweku Baako so well to
uti o mo analysis
so who analyze now ya who can idea who you know some of us say previous near Japan na fraud yin dia to ba tia mi do Kweku Baako be defend about no but in some of my tell you domele go plan Kweku Baako be defend about no this is experience about no e ka so won ko ni abayi na so Ghana for 99% of Ghanaians disum say and the day na ya bo some Chinigonas ne kwani plan wa mo ye bo mudi because some of ka bo bu no pre oponso bu
Oluma time so yada say person kasa Oluma if you have another comment to make last call ya be sorry amema us a chance no time so my father calls no na wa kasa che Oluma abranti a o se friend Oluma okay, Unity Radio 103.9. Me pacho so be frame me hu se Worcester for ni be fresh Mr. Mo anya bo apai so friend na me fire na kire se enipa 5 e online so at a time. Eti say enipa na be 4 ofra Baako kra be shema mana sai 5. I can pick you in. Nana ojambo ama be fra friend tema enti
yo ni amame na wase na me na obiga fo nyina se madam for kase ne ba ya tia na me pa ne ba bia makodi ni network me na Facebook live no ntino kakra me de minim se ko so Ghana mi se mo kan wasem aye o mampani ayi musika tia na itia no mo so mo kan wasem obu
yeah no jamo zai
me se o mampani iri na yesi eti o mo kan wasem ne so ba bia mo minni
ya kan wasem
opo ye besre pa se saade na ko so mpani he no mo anka bi pa meti e press se parliament for no akogya tunkra me atues ka no obia ko no constituency won ko busa na na si bigani se krata no wo hwemu san enuti apu ni esan na se yetira ko yeyi ni ko nyu mo mpani bi o pem ma ti so abranche bi a o ta threat bi so a o ya abranche so si o fe no duma na se e ka ye ko bonya guru cause nipa ne pema dia me se ne yiru ni trafo nya ye bitia mo sade o yeso so ye wure ho ye pe ye ho ye be ye betam e ma ko diska future diwe akwa ko dia brayen ya ye fre boy party a hodo ro nya ye fi asu e peska de fredi afo e na me ka ba bia ma ko wura pa pina ni fi abafia asme ko kwa na ankusi are ho so ta se ti se telefone anya bibia wo yo ni e be ba ni e be ma yo na nya ba cause Putosia any video. To say the aircon a good from Peter Bremer, any brepa, could be capiphobia, Mapofun and Nepa Sania. Adia me copper, Sanya, made Bertie Safana. Maybe in Amira Homo, to put Penifona, any brepani, a deba also. Also to name that's how I do.
Nana Ojambwa Ma. Yada say Pemsign TV General Manager Boase Debia also went Anopa Bosuo as an Adiaira. My main family next caller on the show. Wow number. And the about 54. Is that Mami Aba?
I would file.
Oh, I would file a poem to say.
Young coupon from there, yeah, Nanadu, Babia and another do a manual conning any.
My
young ram, the do could be a fool and easy. Or for the other time, a member of a show. Young coupon show and pedo no cassette 2. custom adwuma fu nyina me kwa me player on collusion player me pena sampa no na me chama lutu me chama ya wode ya no America na me chia Mr. Ulumai Fusula the boss no chiano minya opu mampini yere any vice president yere adwuma ba no mo ya maga no fa beti omuka ye bisana na do ni MPP ni Dr. Mahmoud Bawunya ye to abama Rebecca ye to abama Samira ana when you go see opu yes woman classroom ye be see ade bi no nti e ko double track Facebook or this year a deal Nina Demotra Nkolando Mikibeto Ayedi Akundam National Day Ayedi yet to my wishes can corona tax, baller tax, especially the tax Mama Jaba with Mama to me incompetent, what me 5%, national health insurance tax, what me 1%, VAT, what me 1%, toll tax here, no money tax with Jaba, business is so money or money in a good million before a suit a client to economy IFDC Basa. Million Mampini after 2.8 million Ghana cedi, other few billion, Eddie Joriako Busia, 170 million euro. After Eddie Akutia car 170 billion. And no Ghana for you, because I know we can the catheter and show Erika. Siko Ghana was Ghana Hasa. Then another no Ghana for you. In your papi and another do on money, econo money, on my say, Mumma and Kana Prema, Popon, was that Ghana for some of our Kaya and Senate to Abamano. I nearly knew me about Ghana for. And now with coming 2024, His Excellency John Dramani Mama. About the year from the Dunkum Edia according to Opum America Secretary.
Yensuya Dasi P. The next person on the line, our number 9 and 94. Hey, my sweet Mamiaba to say. Another Papa be at studio. How in your bed poncho? Menua Yaluta, Yaya Alliance at Tiano.
Oh, I Manu to the Savior Manitan, Sena.
Who's that?
Sorry, no,
as I know, Master Ruza. Enqua, into
I met you with you for also the new week. Yes, I Gama Hosa, we are ginger, yes, maybe Gana. Well, maybe if I saw a kind of I said about a year parliament. That's wrong. No, that's how long no more than a year. Mentiasi. Other countries, parliamentarians, almost even some even take trains to work. And to the parliamentarians, now for Uber Kwetuma. What is wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with taking Uber to work. Other citizens who are equally paying tax take Uber to work. And to say if a parliamentarian is taking Uber to work, then you say that's wrong. Sakalo would be a too much. If you 100,000 car, 100,000 $100,000 to buy a car. That's wrong. Guy should leave that one aside because man from new English abandon. We are not in normal time. It is a new normal time. We are just they vaccinate more than half of the population. So they are herd immunity. Vaccination, I think as of now, just a handful per annum vaccinated. Coronavirus and call into a better. That's Kana, or Modeko, Echo, Papa, or Mofan, we have immunized Ghanaians. Now, Yasu, that's also Juna, I line work of trouble, it's a protect us. That's why we start with the about payment of first baby. And also, baby are becoming on so many levels. Are we paying them for being the wives of their husbands or what?
Mami Abba Nkuma, our one and only Mami Abba CP. Bibi Abba Kodie. Okay, thank you very much. Saturday, be there, Sunday, baby shower no, be there. Now request and also consider it granted. Onsa beka bi adana na ebi adana na dwuna akra no an say basa nti de mensuro na omom so munima asa na omunima asa no nyina onsa beka
but any formation dance for any
formation dance for any nam so be formation dance na wa hwe kalusha na na ojam fra se minua na kese no ho kalusha se oni manu chu be formation dance nti de ni nyina be bro. Thank you very much. Okay. Nyamin Council ho. Okay, your free government hospital Pantine. E won kran na yabadia na ye ba be fa. Your next caller on the show. Bacho Mamin peke the next caller. Wa ba su bia gina so bia benya kwan akasa. E dey na the next person I'll be kasa sisi Kwajo Poku Mahala. Kwajo ma intio.
Obadi ase ya wawe so ama na otuna asa kwa pra akai wakadi ese na otuku prase na de odi echa na otwa etwemu no e gibi se ka na obekadi echa na otu pepe ni eka de na ase asa ma no opo ye dama se eni moduma pa mo ye ka Ghana wo enhia mo na kan se bi ma ko kwotwa obi ma so na nso mo dwo ma konkro down na de opade Islam Obama wadini dani da na da piano yanti ensempa emu emu ete ene hawa ye komi nani obeto otibi agita unity radio opo yankopo enka obi o yes mo unity radio no wa chama ni chu ensama me opo amen comment am so no MPs ni sika na opo mo so o mo yede mo loan e dia kwa koto ka ni tie ise de na me ni aba ita opo yempre na empre o kira muko mo fu me wo de 85,000 wo di sekin allowance traveling allowance ni na oponi na ye twa mu count me buta ta 85,000 sa uba na offer na so di uba le ko second into one point omu pelono opo sa 85,000 so odi ka 3 months opo ti ke ka ka na odi ko yi na so one pelono opo tense sem na si opo ya si wanga da ukro mu chinke mu opo ba ti omu tension je ko mu na akonya omu ta so na se ya na wa ukro mu hina nyame nkopo atom oye nkonya baako fiti opo ye school nipa bebrebe oyo nkonya fiti ama otiye nipa sai na kwa kwatrato ya kwa omu ka jaza talk kwa omu nya bi na omu da chankora na de na bu prescribe bebrebe we ji omu da omu ko omu de ne hia omu that ye nkora na omu pa no omu ne yata atero opo omu da omu ni omu ya basra omu enya mewe ena so omu ji Jesus ka no ko sai ya kai ena me ti me video bi no bu awe ho keke unya ngina suzi tani fuwa ma we voter region wo baby upon the same thing they na make an last week no omo do mo futa for na blog na dawo se no mo de book na so for mo da for ana mo 20 we nyina ni o ma rewo ya nyina no baby for nyansi no enya ma rewo
okay
ana ke be ya ma o ma konkro Ghana e ke pa na be ya ma Ghana ye be sra o mo enya time we ana so mo ti sai kan de ko ka jero ya fa sai kan amwo ye nyina ma sabi sabi o mo bai omunya ba bin chance ya omunya enso bunu opo say health insurance so enya tuma o de health insurance ko hospital si na so nyam so wan fa bianko u ya bila de be problem o ko buta o mo se de saaro e kwa no po ye trade do man wa akoto o kwa ba pa o ko da so ko po nya bi e te o ha po na Ghana wo ma si amu de ka mu ti mu de mu ko mo fu na nya mo na mo de le ka cho mo that na ncheni dia anka no to sa na nka comfort system na ye ma me Latina ne Samira opo ye be from me we na eta ko ma pa bote abaka so mu ya ba tan ye ko fi ya o ma ti ye wo mo Ghana ha e ti sai kam ko mu na ni bi no po te nyina nka nchom de na mi sra mo e to mu to mo ya shedi ya ma te ye ki o mu ti tu man pa e to bo ma ji Ghana no na ye ko mo sa sa ja ba be ti o mo mu nya hwe e wo Ghana no o mu nya bi bia ma nya ko ji o sia aja ba be ti o muka e wode awo e to po na won say de mo na nso o ma na ye be so mo na na rudan kwa Akufo-Addo po wa ti e mo ye pa o ku npp fo ni ma si ye pa na ye tie o po bi da me no me fans de ye nka hwe na ye tie nya me da
okay Kwajo Poku Mahala Kwajo for no si na ye for before yeah that's it okay nyame nka so ma me fa number your friend 45 from Worcester area na Samia to Asumba joy hwan ya Maybe join number 45 6645 from Worcester hwan ya Mbajo number 45 Worcester hwan ya Okay Samia yanko
Opo mi da si na sun den na mi na moni eduma pa mo ye. Opo an na me comment on so be so we na force line. So anyone na be chere se be eduma mo ye. I say and I would file so be have kasa na say nipa ni consistent nipa ni den na oba wa me tutu papa ni no na mo what say dey na mo be ka bi charge. So 5 minutes de kasa e ma yigina so na credit asama ya san esa na o so yigina so no so keeping so na your credit make go waste do no ba on continue making the point no be zumra so be anya consistent no be engineer kan na ya mu na mo be chile ni pan the right na so ye me da se opo am ma se ye tia opo me ni se MP fo Ghana ha se ye to aba the MP politics ethnic spending sika delegate been spending over the tune of 100,000 cities 200,000 cities over 2 billion and be spending opo ansana ya to abamom enti sa for no mutimi spend 2 billion person much dey say omunika omudemu na anomunika omudidi omu dey akonyaba boom me ma say it is hard time I say if there is any constitution, I grant you permission now. As I said, Ghana constitution, it's only amendment. Because I Juma and Yafa. Seven listen to poor China, Juma Bella company, family. Let me up Juma company, Mia salary, Nanata, make me assist Canada Toka. Many say, Tintin can say, and say Ghana for Toka MP. Many because a Juma or Mokoyeno, they will be paid over the salary, not the allowances. Over the clothing allowance, accommodation allowances, any even cook, any laundry, buying chicken and the fees that I know many United States, I know many some amendment. I did know my cover MP honor for Sadian. As only if you are in Tina, yeah, 2 about 1 MP for no book, no honor talk one with this my boss, or even MP for about 2. 2020 about we I would be a buyer or MP4 it was in a higher rate than even the presidential balloting. What I say, and no mean anybody be about and to me say somebody amendment that's a car loan study and no year through and Kapapua because the problem MP or accommodation who is car they talk and only car Ufa I overcall Parliament or how many hours no spending. We are they should make sure someone live as normal Ghanaians. And this year almost so special because I can't remember Nancy Baumia and home for the UK. He was walking on the street of UK as an ordinary Ghanaian. Nobody care about whether you are vice president of Ghana or what. But your background Hani so I'm could do this level. So if you say a better amendment to say if there's any law there, a grant of that permission and a grant of that loans needs some amendment.
Okay.
That's and women I'm shit to go. Among first can shake Ghana papa. Because the normal why I see this Kaya, no message become vice president here, president here.
Yeah, that's it, Sammy. Thank you very much. Remember number 45 from Worcester. My name is this time Bacho Betim Bacho
Richard.
Richard upon to say me friend earlier no nanka will call before Sammy, but my friends are now on to me.
Hi, yeah, me sorry.
Oh, and yes, Minua. Say when you're Quenya no crana here. My until we your last caller because we have to go for the news at 6 in Ghana.
Oh, okay. And so the Ghana for no concern now Kenya no. I mean a red but I would say a politics and woman you be teaching.
Yeah.
So and now kind founder and I kind something post.
Yeah.
One would different story nearby.
Yeah.
Baako Mahama accepted. Baako Mahama accepted.
Yep.
Now, yeah, the genesis of this payment started with Rollins pencil. Rollins started here. That allowances no. Now, say yes, not yeah, me near the one. So we not allowance. One more marginal line, there now one more specific amount allowance no.
Obianim, yeah.
No waiting a quack allowance, no pages no the amount as an allowance.
Yeah.
But say na yeah, Betia Wamokadia, amount ready in we can account for it.
allowance shouldn't be more than salary.
Oh, and I'm free. The Nipano, woman see Akonyanechi, won't you up? And someone yet can, you see a free, all is a pencil.
Yeah.
Or you are better transparent and what the above on you.
Mm-hmm.
No, so continue, no mutria. What we about Ako check it.
Yeah.
One check here, NBC, MPP,
yeah.
Ghana politics in Sana.
Yeah.
You broke a pepe. Oh, now be a beginning here back. Our Ghana, a Captain Smart.
Yeah.
I think a more program which I say, as a most son so.
Yeah.
I'm going to through politics. I have been through baby. I want to know. The Cafe, only journalists. Kasa no nimu kasa. When we are talking about generals, participants in generals. Obedience just him, no one think of what them. I don't need journalism. Masa, why you should be na Franco for when I know better kwa babe kaye. They say when yes can be every and you know officer. I'm not Kweku Baako die. I mean, you know you nipa. It's a mistake Baako Kweku Baako aye no. Yeah, hanging on. One more Kweku are retracted. I apologize.
Yeah.
That's a man. That's a great man. Okay, country. No, that's a great man. If you mistake, I will change mistake too. Oh, so I do with me for me.
Yeah.
Let's look at how people are treating this issue. One mistake, everyone says, in journalism in our crown, when you one mistake, a man of 67 years, so you be come on. Let's give him a break.
Yeah.
So we need to say,
yeah.
Oh. Yeah, and what my year came in a Ghana year na year pay. Now, some parties you know, almost boy. Maybe MPP nipa pure.
Yeah.
Being you be free them in yet, but expectation are yet they buy and yeah, one is
yeah.
Oh, me and friend are not to buy a bed corruption or but yeah, I'm for too many ideas. But sometimes you trade this one, Apano. Also on the rule of law. On choke go to, but Embrano, and you be. You need kind of police arbitrary. Everything for you, my woman, your chance in red. The woman here and the same thing of the bay. I don't see a man another car say, you saw a hypocrisy
interchanging, yeah.
Yes, I don't see a man in car, because what the other become political aid. Give me so many opportunity. What should I do? Because they say, NDC for my demonstration, fix the country for so bad. Give me so many platform. And some to me, mamma, any more play.
Yeah.
It's Ramon, the and sometimes, you know, and say, yeah, to wrongly. Because Ghana be there politics now. It means the opportunity, this is very unique political point. Look at the theater. Have you just the kind of boy near you or a fifth country in Yakukuno? What's the policy MPP? Oh, you know what? I'm sure any radio soon. Your Becca, no way you can wake up. Mr. My NBC for your chance. We will Ghana, yeah, quiet, your dad and move you move. You're quiet. That's what we should all over the world. America focus on economy. And yet, but then I agree with them on some points. Say, dear, or my penny, dear, and with the other two, mostly any normal price. No more before we have it. You shouldn't even mention it,
yeah, yeah.
Yes, I just see a come on and cry because you don't say any baby no more bread. Oh, let's all confess as them with the two. Now we pass it over the chair and say, yeah, dear baby, I think you need to chair one more, you. It is it's unfortunate. This one shouldn't come at this time because being is a baby, a quiet thing. It is all my normal way, number two. I know I'm a captain, smart, quite. What you call you be giving a money. As I call a John of our reference. Any power, hey, your policies in Kwani Bonnie and a Bonnie will move. Your policies in Kwana corruption will. Your is more than a murderer, not a corruption. And such a person come, hey, no, I don't know, because he doesn't have the moral right. Who captures that to only moral right to speak even against politicians?
Go on a quarter free. You buy a secret now. Or commander, offer secret now. Away. Oh, I didn't see Mahama and tell me a rescue. No, the other thing, no, one time in Hoko, no, I say. This year, may need double. It does say, Opo.
Yeah, that's CP. Also, the ladies and daddy. Richard, yeah, man, Tantonka, very powerful contribution. Thank you. Yes, you're Darcy. Abusia, Brana, so you to me in foul Frebia. Unfortunately, we start for be an ammo frame, mobile Frebiana, and Nipa 5 online. So, and to me, 5176 ending number, any other numbers, me Pamacho, Munina, Monfanchame, any Monfanchame, Yami Aduma, or China, Namanuchu, and our number ending, and also beginning 508, ending 40, was went to me in room, and the ending 21, was went to me in room. Mo friend, line, no, so I am ma 5, sir. Nipa 5 need to me merge at a time. It is our friend we are 6 caller. Your father either so better on hold till somebody finishes before we connect you. And I say, yeah, usually I'm investment for be agent so sabra. The cost. Intimo fanche more to me and friend at Tramargino. Yami Yadma. The program is ongoing. If you never copy fiada, you better but you better decide to say about Monday and I am on Friday. Because of the baby shower, sometimes Yana. Yeah, be bread into Ibia. Say, and me, we'll make official announcement on Friday.
Baby shower the whole week. We are there planning everything. Is the whole week. Into Charlie, if we are there, come and enjoy, come and be with us. I mean, the preparation is massive. It's beyond measure. Until you don't have any reason not to be there. I mean, this is our own. Yeah, boy, confirm the Rosa, and this time it is ours. So come and prove to us that what do you pay us? Just pass through. I mean, you know, Chroma there easy. Some will be working there, but at least that's why we're starting from 4 till 12 midnight. It's any time, Biano. I mean, it's a typical baby shower. At least people will sit for a long time. Others will be just be passing through. Whichever way, no. Come and support your verticals. Come and help us. I mean, come and prove to me that the number of sperms I have in my waist actually means to me, yeah, I'm a man abro. So the way you know measure. President, that I mean, I love you guys and I want to be around you.
Kwesi tunes afro bibia I'm chef yache na shake off
anybody
na 25th so menu abema Christopher Mankwa ni menu aba few na dankwa Mankwa nso to mo abadin then 18th 25th back to back
next week and I'm
Nana Poku text am I say your friend of back to back
na me say back the next week na me so ma worry
oba
say yes
oh Amankwa ntiminya announcement ma wa. The last thing you do in this did matem.
It be so.
Hell the hell. Oh, maybe a message, maybe an announcement for an adoring. What the message or the problem? What
it be so.
Oh, what to do with him?
Oh God. It be so. I'm on Kadia. He's a rich man. He wants you to appreciate
me training in Anama Sandy Akoma Kufieji. So penny Kufieji on the video.
So join us, be with us.
Yeah.
I mean, I
trust you guys. 4 p.m. till 12 a.m. Yes. And then the following Sunday, which is 25th, Brandon will do my terminal.
Honestly, the naming ceremony. Yeah, outdooring. I mean, on
25th.
The same place, the same center.
Yeah.
Same place, same center, same love. I mean, show us. Back to back. No. It's always insulting. So I'm not here.
What do my temper?
So I'm not here. Okay.
So any be na wafa akro.
Royal so send the next week on baby beans. Me fan to me can show.
I dey be no eh.
After 25th, the next one is your no so there. Need a secret, but
baby. Na dey secret or catch me.
Maybe so.
Okay, Busia, all work and no play make jacket all boy Busia. Yadamasi, Yadimusi, and Yami Adman next week. Said Yakano. Sunday way baby shower for Mrs. Opo National. The following weekend, naming ceremony, baby dedication, outdooring as we call it, for Christopher Amankawa. And Fiona Dankwa Amankwa. Okay, Amankawa commentators no more Frank Amankwa no more Amankawa. Amankawa. Okay. Yeah, that's like I say my rich will to motivational message by also open drivers. So open car, open say we Amankwa who say unim kaka ubetumi instructor the ama rich way as your part time open full time so rich way auto school see open driving instructors nti ubese wo chere ka kan etua o car wo hobby ni driving na ese tua o car open adwumayefo dan auto repairs manucho studio no abrano payola ono de otimi ya no Mr. Danso ada room atayechi emedi jumedi bro big olu CEO Baako pe osi for lande is olu I silent to attend and catch Asama trading super cleaning services and Anochi Crew restaurant omada room and this person bro political discussions near Danko African Market KM Raf Roofing Rashida Financial Services na Veno Women's Health Services Dr. Kwame Amponsandano phone in segment Nabiam Barbering Salon the one and only Nabiam super heavyweight champion the new ultra modern barbering salon BUT when you now look sexy and attractive and Anochi trading and Anochi cold store my big brother amunyina daruma na edumedi bro yedemu Asia ni akwa akofaka se bono Ghana Peace FM 6 News Ghana na America Unity 2 yede abramu nyame admo channel paisan mo bishia until then there once again my young wish Ohima Heti belated happy birthday and of course my sweet sister to Monica Osei belated happy birthday munyina mo birthday no esi endora nyame nshira munyina na onyamo kese opo no interruptions during administrations and then with laughing emojis mamiaba also opo it's about time we get the 5th republic all institutions heads are in for their own interest from presidency to the last person in authority. We need a complete constitutional reform. It looks like their lawyers are looking for the loopholes in the constitution to dupe the nation. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Okay, yada say Scott Safu of Missouri. Scott yada say any Pius also our UK United Kingdom. Ken Fredericks Oshaye free Germany. Mo amofre dodo na say radio no de Ghana for na Jaffa. Ye chia mu nyina nyame yadmo chanopa ye sign mo be shia anopa ebra abo America time nondu na Ghana abo eye no mienu. Midin adi Noah Opoku Jemfi. Ushia me na frame Opo National Mejoso. Se o frame Opo National na me bufu a mecheuska. Ba se me bumfu ya mincheska. Ote Manucho Maganda Magandi Gaucho Margarita Lamolina Mempeme Wasem aka the Walking Encyclopedia and Ote Kin Kalusha your friend of the tactical man and so and Kayami Adma or Chinano Panso Yanomo Ibisha until then dear Yadamo call Peace 104.3 na the major news bulletin 6 p.m. in Ghana Eddie Abramo Yakramo
Shinto Wakoman Temni na Kofi 89 no Savannah region